It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. This man not the off in mind, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Miss you too.
Làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you, from wherever you are watching from. And this is Maiyegun. Live.
Bó bá ṣe rè, àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe rè.
I'm going to gist you when the Lagos Abobakus, or should I say, Abrodian Buhari idiots, they ambushed me at a friend's birthday party in London. But it was interesting. I'll share that with you tonight.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣe o, kẹ́gọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀.
By the way, you see this look, yeah?
Maiyegun diary.
That is London look. They gave me this cut.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Maiyegun today call on the Buhari Dins, the Buhari Didirins. the Buhari Denotus and the Buhari Dijatus, the Buhari Shukus, the Ungoziaris, the Unekaharis, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, and the humbled slaves of this world. I met their uncles and aunties abroad last night in London, but you can still call them, text and tag the Mumumadus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, social media bandits, Facebook adsmen, all of the clans of the cyberbarians. And do not, please, forget, most importantly, the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris. So, good evening to you once again, and so sorry that we have to do the Sunday sermon late. But it is better late than never, whatever that means. So, I'm here. Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are watching from. Now, I traveled to London for a party the last 2 days, and I have been unable to keep us up to date. But I know you haven't really lacked much, because Nigeria, like we've said before, if Nigeria is put on Netflix, if Nigeria is on Netflix, it will be the best seller, a blockbuster series that will never end every day in Nigeria, seriously. But the one that is happening, the ones that are happening in the political space, which affects you. Now, here is something that people should understand, right? You can use emotion on anything you want. If you are somebody who is emotional, okay, it is normal for you to be emotional. And if you are emotional, right, you must also be be a little bit empathetic. Have a little bit of empathy. No, in fact, you can't be emotional and not have empathy. Sometimes people use emotional blackmail so that they could get empathy from people. Now, they call those people narcissistic wearies. You know those they call narcissistic wearies? These are selfish bastards. Like, everything is around them. Everything that is right around, everything they believe is right or that is concerned to them is good. That concerns everyone else, they don't care. Right? Narcissistic wearies. Now, you see what happened in political space? They affect those who support them, those who don't support them, and do you want me to get to surprise you? Even in the bad leadership that you have in Nigeria, terrible governance you have, even those who are supervising that terrible space, parading themselves as your leaders, as this and that, calling themselves excellencies, distinguished, honorable, right? Is pervaded, that space, is pervaded with discrimination, which you know, right? Now, everything that they do affects every one of us, whether you support them or you don't support them. And let me tell you this, there are many, many of us who are currently abroad, right? That if to say Nigeria is better or working, just a little bit working, yeah? There are many, many of you watching me right now from the comfort of your flats, abroad, chilling, the heating is on, freezing, right? And that's how it is. From work, from house to work, from work to shop, from shop to the house, and that's your life. Nigeria did that to you. Nigeria did that to all of us. So many of us, millions of us who are currently out today, will probably have been in Nigeria, adding value, building a nation, or probably building ourselves. But you see the actions of the criminals in political spaces, be it military, be it civilian, even for those who work for them, the political contractors, everything they do affects you directly, whether you are religious or you are not religious. Now, to make it worse, there is no segment, no part of Nigeria that is left out of the marginalization of, commercialization of poverty, or should we say weaponization of poverty. It is everywhere. So on Maiyegun's diary political, I kind of love to call myself your conscience, because if all of us are to be alive to truth, if all of us are to be responsible enough, we would never, ever take most of the shit they have flung away all our lives, and they are not giving up. We will never be comfortable with them. And it will never be a hard sell, right, to tell you that it is wrong to defend criminals, even if they come from your tribe, even if they come from your own ethnic nationality, even if they serve the same religion with you. In our findings, these guys have no allegiance to all these things. They are just deceit, lies. Oh, he's a Yoruba man. We must support a Yoruba man. Yoruba should be behind. Does that Yoruba man or that Yoruba woman, does he or she actually care about Yoruba and the Yoruba people? He's an Igbo man. We must, in this country, we must come together and defend this, our own Igbo. Everybody get their own thieves. You are just being stupid. It's plain simple, right? You are accomplice in what is happening in Nigeria, and I'm just your conscience. And that's why I said, if you ask me, Maiyegun, what do you think we should do? I have said that millions of times. I said, from the word go, right? This is not the Nigeria that our forebearers agreed to. Remember, none of them created Nigeria. Nigeria is a creation of the British colonial thugs with the backing of the crown. Yeah? None of us say, oh, we are Nigerians, let's come to... No. We were forced together. But you see, when they wanted to say, now you can rule yourself, they gave us option. And that option was that, do you want it to be like one? No. We are not one. We are forced to be together because of our proximity and because of the profit the British colony stood to gain and still stands to gain. But if we're given a choice, number one, you will not be beating your chest and be saying you are a proud Nigerian. You are lying to yourself, because there's no true or genuine patriotism to back that word. And, in Nigeria, I've told you, when you want something to happen, it is not just words, okay? They are not just words. There are actions that back those words. When you say unity, when you say fairness, equity, when you say justice, you don't just say them. There are actions that back them up to prove them. And you will be better off, or we will be better off, if we are allowed to develop according to our pace, which we signed up for. That is why this fraudulent one has been a problem, and you know it. I was at a party in London. A friend, a brother, turned 50, and I got invited. Now, it was supposed to be a party, but surprisingly, the Lagos Abobakus who left Nigeria years ago, many of them who backed APC, Egbekegbe, because of Tinubu, those who told you, because I remember very well, these guys just have no shame, right? They are living in London, they are living in New York, they are living in Toronto, they are living all over the world, where things actually works. But they continue to lie back to you mumus in Nigeria by telling you that Rome was not built in a day. Yet, in 2015, when they were shouting change, these Olori Brukus, they were the ones who were using the same Lagos. Abieti Bagbeni, 2015, Bukwari will make Nigeria like Lagos. Because, in fact, Bukwari is going to grant Lagos State special status. In fact, APC, Egbekegbe, is going to guarantee state police. Oh, all of your children are going to get free education to secondary school level all over the country. And they're going to be fed twice a day. Oh, hang on. Those of you who graduate, before you get a job, you're going to get paid the employment allowance that is equivalent to the salary you should be collecting from the discipline, from your own discipline. Yeah? Oh, they were going to also kind of make sure that 3 million of you are going to be getting jobs every year. These guys start abroad. They were rolling out these lies. And they started this tribal, divisive politics. It's originated from them. 2015 still lives here. The Olori Brukus, the Egbon Olori Brukus, your Egbons abroad. They are still abroad though. Some of them are living on Gyro, Owo Baba. Many of them, they can't leave this place. That is when you will know that the health problem they are suffering from, some of them you are suffering from in Nigeria, they are getting better health care here without any sweat. Their pensions are being paid. Yeah? But from 2015, they were telling you, Bokwari is going to change Nigeria. Why? He's a friend with Tinubu. Look at Lagos, the mega slum. So I met them yesterday. So when I got to London, I'll tell you my London experience now. So when I got to London, my hosts, they were very, very, very homely. Like it was fun. Then we got to the party, right? That was when I realized that there's actually a lot of people watching Maiyegun's Diary Political. A lot of people. Okay. So it was more or less like I just, walked into the hall full of the normal people that watches Maiyegun's Diary Political. Those who agree, those who disagree, right? And it was quite, sort of something you could preempt anyway. Then, at a point, some friends, elderly people, they were taking pictures. Maiyegun, I want to take, that. Then this Elegbon, who happened to be a nice person, personally. Do you get that? But because he belongs to the group or category of, one, the human beings who have brains. But when it comes to political conversation, they are brainless. Why? They allow their, They allow their emotion to speak for them. They have no logic. They have no base. Basis. They have no any kind of a defense, anything like discussable. So they shout, they scream, they try to talk over you because that's the only way they could win, to feel better and feel like, yes, I told you. And most importantly, it was more or less like a lot of you watching me here. There are things that you would love to say to my face, which I quite enjoy, because in that same breath, there are the temple of truth brethren, right? So this is the experience now, okay? So they were taking pictures, and this Elegbon walked by intentionally, okay? And he just grabbed the phone. Stop taking pictures with this guy. Why are you taking picture with him? He's always criticizing Ashiwaju. Everything. He's always criticizing Ashiwaju. And I'm like, meanwhile, before then, I met one quite Elegbon as well, very gentleman. He probably is watching me right now. Majority of them are watching me right now because yesterday I got to know better. So that Elegbon came and he was like, Maiyegun, I watch you. But see, you talk a lot about Ashiwaju. You talk a lot about APC. You don't say much about Atiku or Obi or anybody. And I'm like, okay, if that is your assessment of me, I respect. I'm Ashiwaju person. I want Ashiwaju. I want Lokon. I said, yeah, I respect that. But it's just what it is, Ebon. Because none of them could say, why are you lying against Ashiwaju? Why are you lying against APC? They were just asking, why do you hate something? People where they live abroad though, who listen to Maiyegun all the time, but they are hairheads, some of them. Elegbon, calm down now. That's wrong. Why would you grab somebody's phone? But it was like, kind of like if you're Yoruba, if you have been to Yoruba, in the midst of Yorubas, right? People say, we shout, we scream, we scream. They would think, say, we won't fight, but we no go fight. Sure you get. Eh? So something like that. But it was quite awkward, right? Then it kept going on and on. Then, oh, that was the first phase. And at some point, some people now came apologizing. Maiyegun, sorry. Maiyegun, see, calm down. Okay. Like they don't form ring around me, like say, Then Tokes was there. Ola Tokumbo, our own Tokes. Maiyegun, they go fall me here before they fall you. Adebayo, I don't know if you are watching too. Egbon, that one too came. Maiyegun, I'm one of your fans. Baba, anything. I said, Baba, I watch the party. We should just enjoy the party. Yes, Maiyegun. Then you know the typical thing, like typical men thing. No, we don't want to fight. I was like, I don't even know this person. So we went outside. Now when we go outside, that was when I met the real deluded Nigerians. There was an Igbo man among them. And it was actually what he said that got me at that point. I felt like, no, I'm just talking to the wall. Sorry, guys, I'm done with this conversation. I would like to take my leave. I don't want to have this conversation again. No. Well, I'll get to that part. So when we go outside, talks everybody day. So me, I won't listen. Like have a conversation. Like, okay, Maiyegun, what we are saying is that you are always criticizing. I said, but did I lie about anything I've said? But Nigeria, we all know that Nigeria cannot be better. That's what they said. We know Nigeria cannot be better. Everybody is doing everything, blah, 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 blah. I wanted to kind of have to pick point from what they are saying, but they're just like shouting like, Asiwaju has made people. I said, okay, I'm hearing you. Then I was like, none of you have actually said what I have said or everything I've shared with you on Maiyegun's diary, political bag with, pictorial, video evidence, and the rest of them. None of you actually point to that. Then somebody said, I know that you want Yoruba nation. And that Yoruba nation cannot come. I said, okay, why? You are a Yoruba man. Yes. I said, why are you angry that you could have your own country, right? Or go and join the bandwagon of those who say they want to save Nigeria like you did in 2015 and you see the result today. Like, why should you get so kind of worked up? You know what I mean? No, I couldn't make sense of most of their stuff. They are more or less like, this is Maiyegun. This is Maiyegun with us live. I'll say it to him. Then somebody now said that my Igbo brother, who actually dressed like, in the Igwe attire, he was listening to us all this while, enjoying the conversation. And I was like, I prefer to have a conversation than to have a shouting match, okay? Because as they were shouting, the brethren from the temple, sorry guys, give me a sec. Something is wrong with our clip. I will be back in a minute, okay? Don't go anywhere.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope. We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the other thing. Take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, badblu, corn in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption.
Thank you very much. I think I fixed that. Hopefully I have. I hope. Right. So I was questioning, like, if Nigeria was working, they made statement, few ones I remember now. So one of them said, you want Yoruba nation. You see what they are doing to them in the Catalans, yeah, the Catalans in Spain. Look at you who are there in Scotland and all of that. I said, listen, all these things are political conversations, okay? Like ordinarily, you should never, because I'm not angry that you are a Lagos Abobaku. Sure, you get, I'm not angry. I'm happy to see you. But it's so unfortunate that most of you don't have anything to really say other than your emotion, running riots. Okay? And I was like, see, if Nigeria was working, like here, where you did, here in the UK, that you see, in Scotland, we have our own government there. It's part of the UK. And that government is formed by a political party that is promoting referendum and the independence for Scottish people out of the UK. But they are still part of the UK. The Scottish are not being stigmatized. They are not being profiled. The Scottish people, they are not being, killed because they are not being jailed. I said, you have not lived in Spain. Here, we live here in the UK. You just gave an example of that Scotland. So even if it's going to take them forever, as long as the system acknowledges that it is their right, okay, to push and ask for it, and it is also the right of the system, the UK system, right, to do everything to frustrate it. But eventually the people will win, no matter how long it takes. You can't use that as a template for a place where you are wishing that your brothers and sisters should be killed or jailed simply because politicians want to hold office. The ones that, you know that they have actually like ruined, the same people they have ruined, they want to hold office over them. And you are emotional about that. You want, say, Nnamdi Kanu, you are defending Nnamdi Kanu. I say, I'm not defending Nnamdi Kanu. I am defending the abuse of his rights. I am defending his right, as a human being to hold opinion, just like everyone else. You see, when you have opinion and say, I want a referendum for my people to leave Nigeria, right? That is a political statement. Do you know that? Now, in a normal place that is not a zoo, like Nnamdi Kanu called Nigeria, okay? That is not like a zoo. There should not be any reason for you, either as a Yoruba man, as a Hausa or Fulani, Northerner, or wherever you come from, there's no reason for you to then wish that his right or the right of others should be trampled upon just to keep your own right. You want to be Nigerians, which is fine. They don't want to be Nigerians, which is also fine. So you can't live in a system that you are experiencing same. People are not being killed. People are not being harassed. People are not being, you know what I mean? And then you are comfortable that, but I said, well, we are black people. Oppression and the rest of that we do to us is even worse than the slavery that we love to talk about all the time, which is a terrible thing, by the way. I'm not underplaying that too. I'm not underplaying slavery. But you need to see the type of slavery that the Africans are being subjected to right now in the hands of their own African leaders. Nigeria, the country with over 43% poor. Now, they just came with another one. They said over 63% Nigerians are now poor. Now, do the math. 220 million people. 63% of them are poor. Only 20 or 37% of them are moderate. And 36% of them are moderate. And 1% of them controls the 99% of the resources of the rest. So do the math. Anyway, they couldn't. So they were pretty much like emotion and all of that, running riots. But I think I understand. It was after that few people now started telling me who this was, who that was. I swear, Maiyegun along, we could draw around on your bed. If I was around, normal, this person we are seeing inside that video, they will never have come closer to you because we know them. These are just common, lap dogs for politicians, the usual type that are always available. Not because they don't have their life. I mean, surprisingly, one of them, that Elegbon that I won't mention his name, is actually like it was confirmed there that he was a nice person. He was a good person. Like he's so nice. He's been like supportive, and he's been so helpful, not just to Yorubas, even to Igbos. it brought a process to travel. I mean, process the what do you call it? The traveling of two Igbo friends of his. Listen to this. So that's why I said so many of you, because you don't really understand politics, and at the same time you have no idea, right, how much politics affects you, and also that using your emotion to discuss politics or take decisions on politics and the rest, you are just killing yourselves, ruining yourselves. And just like it has always been, you have the large number of foolish people, and they could elect a president. The result of that, the consequences of that will be borne by all of us. Sure you get now. So they were nice people. They said he's a nice person. But you know, when he was talking, he was so angry against the Igbos. He was so caustic. He was so emotional. And I could see it in him. He was talking and it was not making any sense. All because he wanted to defend Tinubu. I'm talking about somebody who say in that hall, there were over 6 to 7 people that he was the middleman, who processed how they became UK residents and even UK citizens today. They were there, which means it was all right, yeah. But he became so dumb, stupid, and brainless talking politics. His emotion was so beclouded his sense of reasoning, yeah, that he forgot that he has Igbo friends that he has personally helped, and they are still friends. And he was telling me that you are defending Igbos. Maiyegun, you leave your Yoruba brother, you are defending Igbos. It's very wrong. I'm not, as I am, I'm a Yoruba man. No, even if Tinubu is the worst person, I will still stand by him. I said, look at that. I won't. That's the difference between us, sir. I won't. They want to claim Lagos. I said, all these things you are saying are absolute trash, rubbish. That doesn't really, they are not real. You are talking from your emotion. And that is going to be misleading. And is going to further create that bad blood, which further empower the base of your oppressors. I say, look at this. Many of you standing here today, if you go to Nigeria, so many of you cannot go on road trip anymore. How did you know that? Social media. So why are you hiding that? Because you are safe somewhere and you could give opinion because you are not totally affected, Abi? Then said, but Nigeria cannot. I said, see, listen to me. I have never presented myself as somebody who is going to take Yorubas out of Nigeria. If that is what your mind has been telling you, well, I'm sorry. You need to get to see somebody. And that person is a psychologist. You might be mad. I have told you many times that I am not somebody who kind of, arrogates this unnecessary power or influence over himself, something like that. I know they control your mind. I've told you. I know be human right fight. I know they fight for anybody's rights. But you see, in the process of exposing evil, done by the system to one person, whether it's the person is Yoruba, is Igbo, is wherever you come from, whether you are Christian or Muslim, it doesn't matter. Because what I have understood is that a rigged system has no real friends but slaves. And if you subject yourself completely to the whims and caprices of it, you will be enslaved by it. Now, if you stop talking, because if you don't talk, because you are not the victim, you are not the person affected, you are just, a waiting victim. And that's where I come in. I want to be your conscience that says there is difference between making life decisions, or making, decisions like, should I start that business? Or should I not start that business? Should I go into that relationship? Or should I not go into that relationship? Should I have children? How many children should I have? You know what I mean? And all those life decisions, political decisions are completely different. You could use emotion on many of these things. Sure you get. But when you talk politics, when you talk about politicians, and when you talk about policies, we are talking about lives and living of millions of people. And guess what? This does not recognize you, whether you are from the north or you are from the south. And if you can tell, look at the poverty. The poverty level in Nigeria today is no longer like by tribe, is it? The insecurity in Nigeria today, is it by tribe or is it by religion? Everyone is a victim. So I want to be your conscience that continue to prick you when you are making those selfish, emotional decisions, because if I don't speak up, myself will also be a victim one day. All of us are going to be victims of what Nigeria will become, what Nigeria has become, and what Nigeria will still become when you are making your decisions, political decisions, based on your emotion. The one that they sell to you via hate, via misinformation, via ethnic division, tribal baiting, or tribal ethnic profiling, and so many other things that has become entrenched in Nigeria system. The things that have kept us apart rather than together. Now, I want to remind you of them. I am not your human rights fighter, because I want to hold your hand. I want your mind to be so enlightened that nobody can use personality, right, to blackmail you, use their personality because of they are Christians or they are Muslims, or use their ethnic background because they are like, Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo. I want you to have that independent thought and independent mind that is beyond emotion, and then you can see clearly how they are playing us. And the only way is that if you now believe, I want to hold your hand without having to check, is he a Yoruba man? No, I want to hold your hand, because in holding our hands together like a chain, locked together with the same ideology, that could not be deceived, that will never be betrayed by their emotion, tribal or what have you, right? Then we go ahead and you realize that your enemies are closer to you than you thought. I've told people this many times. They ask me who are the enemies of Yoruba land. I'll say they are the Yorubas. Ask some Igbo men and women who have sense. Ask them who are the enemies of Igbo land. They will tell you they are the Igbo men and women. It's not far-fetched. Now, if they now use a tribe to blindfold you, you are never going to make any reasonable decisions. And your decisions politically, even if you don't know, they always have consequences. I mean, if you didn't know, now you know. And that is what Maiyegun wants to be. Because if Hausas, the Kanuris, the Ijaws, the Shekiris, the Biafrans, the Yorubas, and everyone from every part of Nigeria that form today's Nigeria, if they have something that really connects them to that land, which is the freedom from the shackles of your tribal political leaders, you can only imagine what life will be like if that is experienced in our lifetime. I am just your conscience. You have no reason not to like me. Seriously, you have no single reason not to like me. I am somebody that you say, I like him, even though I am not always comfortable with what he says. But this guy speaks my mind, and somehow, I am trying to be able to make political decisions that I can stand with, and I can look back and say, even if I was the only person, I think I did what I thought was right. And that's exactly what I want you to be like. Not to leak, but leak, and the crumb chase, crumb eat, and all those things for the same criminals who don't mean any well for you. 23 years of democracy in Nigeria. Go to Yoruba land and see the Yoruba youth, see the Yoruba aged, see our infrastructures, and then come back to me and say, you are a proud Nigerian, and see if somebody will not give you a slap behind your head, which is true. But it's mostly people have become so selfish, self-centered. It's about them. If it's not affecting them, then it's not happening. It's probably made up. And that is where some of you disagree with Maiyegun, because in your mind you keep telling yourself it is not that bad, or it is not that worse. Maybe it's not. Maybe this or that. Even when you are seeing the fact before you. But as for Kolu, it is here. Whether I've told people, I said, and God good enough. One of my listeners at the party in London said, Maiyegun said, no matter what he tells you, no matter what he shows you, he has come to understand that the typical Nigerians will still do what they have to do, which means what Maiyegun tells you will not decide if Tinubu will become your president or not, if Atiku will become your president or not, if Obi will become your president or not, or if Showore will be. None of the things that Maiyegun does is going to determine that. But the problem is, even after making those decisions, would words of Maiyegun not be re-echoing in your head? That the same people that you are ready to kill for, now you are going to kill them. Do you understand? That is something that Maiyegun keeps telling you. That, you see, the moment you begin to understand that life and political decisions, okay, are mostly the reason why they said you have spiritual attack. People from your village are doing you. This one, that one are doing you. That now, mostly all the things, life issue, life difficulties you are facing right now, health and the financial, the security, everything you are facing right now as a person. If you pay attention, if you are politically conscious, if you are politically intelligent, okay, or politically informed, right, you will know that there is no pastor, there is no imam, there is no sheikh, there is no alpha or afa, there is no babalawo, mamalawo, auntie lawo, brother lawo, uncle lawo, or egbon lawo kokon anywhere that will be telling you the reason why you have not made it in your life is because somebody is holding your destiny in a calabash and they have buried you on this. Oh, the people, the way they do you, when they make you get husband. You know, you are 35, you have no boyfriend. It is a spiritual thing, no, it is not. Boys don't have jobs, therefore they don't want to take responsibility. In Nigeria, when you marry, is mostly they believe that psychologically, as a man, it becomes your whole responsibility. So many relationships have broken up today because of the economic situation in Nigeria. People who were telling themselves, I love you, I will die for you, I will do this and do that for you. Now, but today they break on top of their heads. Now, because of a misunderstanding about 100 naira, where they're supposed to take buy okra, they can't take and buy a way to. Sure, you get buy okra 100 naira. You can't come back, come buy a way to. Say, did I not say okra? Which life is this, safe? What kind of relationship is this? This useless woman. I told you I don't like a way do. This is over. It's over. I'm done. Now, economic crisis. No be your village people break your marriage. Now, the politicians you are campaigning for, you are sharing their stories. You are telling people that those who speak about them hate them. Now, the consequences of all of that, they are breaking your marriages, destroying your businesses, breaking your relationships, right? And in fact, turning yourselves against yourselves because you begin to suspect yourself. I know. The moment I bought that car, forgetting the fact that you bought a car that has been overused, Nigeria of 220 million people that currently produces their own car, by the way, is not promoting that same brand new car they are producing in Nigeria. Then you, in that economic crunch, they can't bring you one Tokumbo. The Tokumbo, no two last, can't they break down here and there. You can't suspect Yaoniya, that woman where they bend at the end of that street, that she's the one. That's what she does. She destroyed the people, young people destiny on this street. They have told you, your pastor told you, your babalawo told you, you are mad. And I am the one to remind you and tell you something that if you sit down, you will agree with me because I'm your conscience. I am not somebody you should hate. That's what Nigeria has done to you. Now, if we have to continue to say it, I will repeat it. With what I have known about Nigeria, in my life, especially in the last 10 years, that I've dedicated my time, right, every day, to understand the characters, the criminals that are occupying our political space and the decisions they are making, how much of them are affecting us and by how much. And I continue to try my best to put this out so that I could possibly get you to think and say, wow, I never thought it that way. Oh, I never really think it that way, Sha. Wow. Oh, Maiyegun. I mean, I get you now. I get it now. Like we could love them, we could say we want this, we want that. But at the same time, we can all agree that mostly if we have to probe individual, each of them, and we take out tribal, religious, and every other emotional things they have used to blackmail you. Oh, Maiyegun, seriously, I would never ever support somebody like all these people. But because I'm a Yoruba now, we are back to it. If we take that out, take all the emotion out, scrutinize them, Personally, you will never go for them. But unfortunately, you would, because you are Nigerian. So I said it. I said, if all of us want to be very honest with my own study, there is nothing you are doing right now. Listen to me. There's nothing you are doing right now that you want to rescue Nigeria and the rest of that, that have never been done before. There is no spirit working inside you right now that is telling you that you are right. Because you know what? The people with Tinubu, they believe that he has a magic wand and he could turn Nigeria to the mega slum of Lagos as well. And they believe they are right. Unfortunately, it's the same people who said in 2015 that Bukwari will do this, will do that, APC will turn Naira to $1, they will give you, that stuff. But I use them as an example because they are the most recent. But there's no feeling you have right now that so many people have never had in history. But you know something? A lot of you don't learn from that history. And you are not willing to. You cannot be doing the same thing again and again and then expect a different result if you are not a madman. I said, even if you make like Atiku people, they will tell you they are the people who understand the problem. They are very confident. Sure, you get now that they will do it. We are going to like that. When you see the OP people, nothing you tell them. Forget about this noise about structure, money, and the rest of that. They believe they have what it takes to put Nigeria back on track. Even though when you put all of them together, and you listen to them, you will realize that it is just the same talking point of a different era, right? With a different generation. At the end of the day, what they are doing is that they want to keep Nigeria together like this, which is chop Nigeria Limited, okay? But you can pretend to say you have the best. Sure, you get now. You can, you know what I mean? But the bottom line is this. The bottom line is this. No matter any of them that take care Nigeria and decided to keep it as it is, would ever give you anything you are dreaming of. So to me, kẹ́yìn lè jà kémi lè wòran èṣù tápó sí èṣù tápó sí èṣù tápó sí kẹ́yìn lè jà kémi lè wòran èṣù tápó sí. You want to rescue Nigeria? Because what do we have to lose again? We said if we go our separate ways peacefully, it doesn't mean that we're going to become an El Dorado, but it means that we can, have our own destiny in our own hand without any interference from anywhere. But you said no. So what do you want us to do? Then we watch. We watch. Because we are already done for. Whether na APC, whether na PDP, whether na your labor, as much as Nigeria is concerned, we are done for. So what do I have to lose other than just to stay away and watch and be the referee? So that is one thing you should learn too. Because when you brought in Bukwari and they started dealing with everybody, including all of you, the Buharidins, the Buharididanis, the Buharidinotus, and the Buharidijatus, the Buharishukus, the Ungoziaris, the Unnekaharis, and all the Haris and Haris and Haris of this world, which are like Arams of this world. None of you is spared. None of you is spared. None. Not a single person is spared. Boko Haram in 2015. 2022. Boko Haram 1, Boko Haram 2, ISWAP, Northwest Zone, ISWAP, Northeast Zone, ISWAP, North Central Zone, Fulani terrorist, Futajalon Zone, Fulani terrorist from Chad zone, all of them. Now we have different kind of terrorism up north, not just there, even down south. I mean, only 7 years, within 7 years. Reasoning them now. 13 million unemployed Nigerians. 60 million underemployed Nigerians. Fast forward to 7 years after, you now have over 120 million unemployed Nigerians. And that is a time bomb that will catch up with all of us, whether you are APC or PDP or Labour, whether you are Christian or Muslim, whether you are from the north or from the south, whether from the east or the west. It doesn't matter where you come from, whether you are rich or poor, whether you are tall or short, whether you are big or small. It won't matter. Nigeria is set you are up. So the consequences of your decision is that here we are. Look at us. So what's the worst you can do? Vote for Tinubu, or bring Atiku, or bring Obi for one Nigeria. What is the worst you're going to do? It is just a waiting time bomb, waiting to explode. So what do? We watch without stating the obvious. That's what we are doing. We are stating the obvious and say, listen, your election is a charade. It's a complete farce. You can predict it. You can preempt it. You can see how it's all going. But guess what? Now all of them they invest emotion. Where they now all of them where they invest emotion. They invest your time, resources, interpreting, defending, trying to make it sound good. Now they waste your time. Ask those who have been working like radio Eleje since 2015 for Bokwari, APC, Egbekegbe. Ask them about it today. I am happy that even when they try to control the narrative, we hijacked it from them. Any kure, you country, you are controlling your NTA, your this, your that, brainwashing the people, feeding them with lies, feeding them with tribal bigotry, hate, and the rest of that. And most importantly, feeding them with this entitlement of AI is us. So they couldn't do that to us on social media. Yeah, they couldn't. At the point, Bokwari became so mad that he had to shut down Twitter. When Tinubu become your president, they go close Facebook, go close Twitter, close Instagram, close everywhere. You know why? Tinubu said, he be like say, after all the money where they don't take by everywhere, social media na big wahala. So I don't read social media anymore. It gives me sleepless nights, high blood pressure, and it nearly gives me heart attack. So I don't look at them anymore. So when you become your president, you can kiss social media goodbye in Nigeria. And you see that your uncle and aunties abroad, they go, hey la, yeah, post, and you weary.
I don't read social media anymore. They abuse the hell out of me. If I read it, I get high blood pressure. I get angry. I don't read it. So, if I want to hear anything, my children or any of my workers will tell me, this one say this one. If I'm tired, I say, please, forget it.
It gives him heart attack. There will be no peace for the wicked. That is what Lagos Abobakus don't like. Maiyegun, what did this man do you? Maiyegun, why do you hate this man? See, I have always wanted to have a time to say, one-on-one, make I even see the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, and the Mumu Madus, the Abrodian Bokwaris. Make I see them, make them talk. Because the question you're asking is called emotional question. Trying to use emotion, true question, to blackmail someone. No matter what they say, it already make you feel like, he hates him. And you weary. I don't hate him. I know they hate anybody. Okay? What you see out there is just called the thorough scrutiny of the rogues in Nigeria who have escaped justice for so long, because Nigeria is a crime scene. Nigeria is a place whereby criminals are being rewarded with higher post and support and money and the rest of them. And that is why the likes of Tinubu is a role model to some of it like that. So we share it. And how did they do it? You see, public resources, public fund, used for the public good, right? Not for personal use, or they are selfishly annexing the state person to their wallet. Something that is actually normal in Nigeria. All the states, they do it. Okay? And I talk about all of them as well. Now, the damages of that is when they are siphoning all these things, all these resources, when they are giving you substandard, infrastructures and the rest, and they continue to collapse here and there, right? What happens is that they are hurting people. People are dying. When the medical system is not really anything to call hospital or call medical centers, right? Even so bad that for 23 years that they have been in charge, there's no single hospital in Nigeria. Like Lagos State that makes almost, that makes over 2 trillion naira in a year, right? A state like that has no real hospital that could take care of the medical tourism. There are many of your criminal politicians are going and they are putting so much stress on your naira by demanding for dollars and pound sterling that they are going to go and pay their Oyibo doctors while your hospitals, lie fallow there, decaying, while the staffs, all of you working as medical practitioners, defending politicians, just your story is the same like that of the college and university professors, who are always rigging elections for touts, criminals, manipulators, hijackers, and all manner of rogues that you call politicians, you call your leaders today, right? Professors, university professors, they will rig election, falsify figure, announce fake result, make criminals the governor, make the criminals lawmakers, only for the governor, the lawmakers and the rest to ignore them, only for the governor to start stealing their pension or their salary. And then you still see the college professor, university professor, ASU, we want to go and strike because the politicians were rigged in. They didn't pay our salary. Oh, they didn't pay our pension. We are going to go and protest. Is that not a mad colony? Is that not a mad place? So that's exactly what it is like for doctors too. You are underpaid. You are undervalued. The system you work with is obsolete. You know that. The politicians don't trust you. They trust those they could steal your money to pay outside Nigeria for 23 years. And how many people do you think have died for different sicknesses that they come here to take care of themselves with your money? And you have to go to Yaladura. Go to Yadura. Let them pray for you. They will pray into water for you. So you bring the water. So you bath with the water, you drink the water, and you feel well in 7 days. When you now feel well, you grab your phone and you start defending those and start praying for the ones who came here abroad to come and have a proper medical assessment. That's where the madness is. Sure you get. So we will speak, even if they will get hypertension. Hypertension, everybody want down. I mean, people are dying of hypertension in Nigeria, not because they have social media, not because of the abuse. There are people who can't afford their own medical bills anymore. There are people who can't even afford their own rent anymore. They can't afford to live anymore like a normal person. And they are in their millions. A lot of people, when they hear bang, 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 bang at the door, their blood pressure will shot to this level. Why? They are in debt. That's probably somebody who is here to collect the money. And to make the matter worse, in that chaos, even these poor, impoverished people, they are still being profiled, haunted by the police of that system, picking them up, siphoning money from them, squeezing them, extorting them. And they're getting away with all of that. It's like a mad colony. And I know that. And that is why I know I can only be your conscience, because I don't think I have the capacity to tell you what to do. Because if I have that capacity of telling you what to do, Tinubu and co, you will not see them again in Nigeria. It's either they have jumped into their private jets and ran away from Nigeria, because you would never have tolerated them. I don't have that power. But I could, in a way, help you to find meaning, truth, to what is happening around you. And to, first, to what you are doing. And how much of what you are doing is actually affecting you. Now, I told somebody, I said, at that party yesterday in London, I said, listen, Baba, even though we are abroad, and we don't spend naira, we shouldn't probably be affected by the economy in Nigeria, but we are more affected. But so many of you are not telling yourselves this truth. So if we have to give them hypertension heart attack, konkudano. It's not that way when they die, that will change anything, no. Because as then they, if one die, 1,000 like him or worse than him, they are behind. They're waiting for their turn. The only reason, the only way you can save yourselves and your future is to have it at the back of your mind that if Nigeria no break, you and your children and everybody will have to live like this. Now, you live abroad, you don't spend your money. How is it with you now? As Nigerians become poorer, how about you? You are working and working. How about your savings? Are you still saving your money like you used to save? I'm talking about all of you who are like really, really, really homemade. You know, the people that are homemade. No matter what, they know the color too much. If you ask them, even if they don't get, they go borrow because they know say they go get paid and they will pay off. Many of you are running into debt abroad, paying the bills of your loved ones in Nigeria. The demand has now, like, you know, do you know what they said? A survey said the level at which Nigerians outside Nigeria are sending money to their relatives and family members, so bailing them out of the crunching economic hardship that the country is experiencing, right? They said that level of sending money has increased by over 350%. Do you know what I mean? It means that you have received more calls than you've ever received since you have traveled out of Nigeria. Some of you left Nigeria just 3-4 years ago. You have this experience I'm talking about. Even though you left so soon. Some of you left just last month. The people back there are already asking you. Are they not already asking you for money? Are they not already asking you for a new phone, a UK used phone, UK used laptop, UK sneakers, Jordan, clothes, other things that they want you to, they don't care if you are going to have to work for money to get that, or you are in the UK, have they not started asking you? They have been asking people this same thing. People have been doing that same thing for the past 40 years, at least from the record. Bailing the people back home with money. Every day, every day, every day. Now tell me, you know, in Nigeria, if they see your GP, why are you seeing your GP? Because of your blood pressure. You are not having a marital problem. You are not having any children problem. You are not having any problem per se. But personally, even if you have not told anybody, the pressure from Nigeria have sent many of you to go and see your doctors for a check. I don't know. I barely sleep these days. I mean, I find it difficult to eat. I mean, you are not telling them that it's because you are looking for the money to pay off what your people are asking for, because you can't really ignore, can you? Well, even when you ignore, you'll still be thinking it, won't you? That is how much Nigeria is affecting you. Now, if you are here, you are outside the market, you are outside Nigeria, and you are throwing the stone of Nigeria cannot break. You are throwing that in. You are doing yourself because it's going to affect you. It is affecting you. You are just not honest enough to admit it. Do you know that? People are calling you. So many of you now, you have muted your Nigerian numbers. Even your friends that you know, sometimes they could be in Yankee, they could be anywhere. If they should mistakenly call you with Nigerian number that you didn't save, you ignore it. Why? Because of this pressure. As these criminals are ruining Nigeria, your family members who are shouting on social media, our local, nothing they happen, Atiku, Obi this and that, who are shouting all of this in Nigeria, and they're the same people, you are currently probably, even as I'm talking right now, maybe some of you just sent money. See this Maiyegun. And I just actually sent $100 this morning. And I don't get that $100. I had to go and use my credit card, withdraw the money, transfer the money from my credit card so that I'm going to get paid in another few days anyway, so I can put it back. Some of you are already taking loan. You're already taking a short loan to send to Nigeria so that when you get paid at the end of this month, you can pay that back and you are left with nothing. Am I lying? That is how Nigeria is affecting you. So it doesn't matter if you like me or you don't like me. It's what I experience. And I believe that the criminals who are doing that, they deserve no peace. They don't deserve any. If you are not using your emotion, if all of these are not talking, I'm talking about if you are using your real sense, you would never call any expose on them hate, because it's not. You see, remit choice. All of you get different app. Where would they take same money? Some of you now at the African shop, you go buy food. Imagine this. So you go buy your food. You go to the African shop. For example, let's say here in the UK, and you buy your food, 40 pounds, 50 pounds. That's your food for probably 2 weeks. Abi? Or 1 month, 40 pounds. Then in that same African shop, you are sending 800 pounds so that they can give mommy, they can give daddy. Now they can go and pay that doctor, that specialist that you have for mommy and daddy so that they are on standby. You don't want to hear any shocking news. They have to pay them this month. They have to pay your brother, your sister, some of them back in school now. So they have to give them some money. Then maybe there's some little things that needed to be done, or an extended family member. Shoronti Antimi Agbeke, our husband died, anything you have, please, or call me, please, let me send. How many of you does that? Now, all of this, your own personal thing where you won't feed 40 pounds, 800 pounds to the people you care about. Then when you walk home, when you walk inside, you check your balance, 600 pounds. Now you are waiting for your electricity to go out. You are waiting for your rent to go out. You are waiting for your gas money to go out. You are waiting for maybe some money to put in your car insurance if you have car. Now at that point, you begin to think about your credit card. Oh, I've got, at least I still have 2,800 pounds in my credit card. So what I'm going to do is that I'll just, you know what I mean? You begin to readjust to what you have just done to yourself. That is what Nigeria is. So it's a shame that some of you don't see it that way, that you begin to encourage such to continue, which is your choice, not mine. However, let's go to the field of the comic clowns. Kolu's son, Sheyi, was in Kano. And this is what happened in Kano today. Sorry, that was Owerri. It should just be Owerri. The other one is in Delta. I think this should be that of Delta or so, not sure. Jagaban, 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 Jagaban. Oh, God damn it. Anyway, now here is another one. I think this is the one from Kano. I don't know. Again, I'll put it on.
The National Usman Organization, Ayogaba. National Usman Organization, Ayogaba.
Ayogaba. Anyway, did you see Babariga Mobile Banking CEO there, Gandola? Yeah, Gandola was the host. However, you remember the G5 as well. People destroying people with a weekend group. They were in Lagos. They were in Lagos to tell the Lagosians that, listen, and like this we go do Atif could not go anywhere. So as it is now, people believe that Peter Obi and Tinubu are the two contenders. And in the scheme of things, they believe that Obi coming out, is to further weaken Atiku. So Atiku will never be president. According to that permutation, it worked for Kolu, but the obedient will disagree. We have the number. We'll give Obi 40 million votes. So everything shall be. They decided to take the message to Lagos today, which started from a room, but they Judge House. They call it reconciliation. I don't think there is any. But to start with, the video, the credit of this video goes to AIT. Let me beg them, in case if they say, we are going to shut your page down because you use our video of people, you know what I mean? Let me beg them. I just want to show my people this, okay? AIT owns this.
The G5 is all about the integrity group. You can see us as serving governors as the face of this struggle, but the leaders and elders of the party that you see here, they are the people behind those faces. And we're here this morning in the Southwest to review the situation within our party, to review where we are, and to also look at what is going to happen with the coming elections. And at the end of our deliberation this morning, you will be fully briefed on where we stand on those burning issues. So on behalf of all our leaders and elders within PDP in the Southwest, I want to welcome all the members of the Integrity Group, and I want to wish us a fruitful deliberation. And to the press, once we are done, you will be called in. You'll be called in, and we will brief you on the outcome of.
So that was Sheyi Makinde, a member of G5. The people who are going to stop at TIFCO if RU is not relieved of his chairmanship. However, Fayose was there because they took their meeting outside the room, which according to, should we first go into what happened inside Bode George house after that meeting, why that meeting was going on? So there were other people there too. So they sent me this, just short one.
Honey Borep no Lodi. We go mad go governor. We Borep no Lodi. Into Sonny o, we Borep àwọn kini we no Lodi. Se bo be ayan tin binu lo. O partiku ayan tin binu lo. Ani oni Borep ló pariwo. Ayan tin binu lo. Ayan tin binu lo ga. Ayan tin binu lo. Partiku.
So you know what happened there? I'll tell you. The G5 governors, right? They called a sort of a party meeting at Bode George house, and they brought all the party PDP members from Lagos, everywhere in Lagos. They brought them together, and when they got to that meeting, they were telling the people there that in 2023, they should not go and they should not vote PDP for governor. Remember that Wike, like I told you before, already made a deal with Tinubu when he met Tinubu in London, met with Atiku in London, and also met with Obi and Obasanjo in London. Sure, you remember that? He returned back in Rivers State, in Port Harcourt. He has had a meeting with Obi there. He's had a meeting with Atiku's people. He's had a meeting with Tinubu's people. And most of his moves, they have shown that they are the G5, they are for Tinubu, the G5 governors, okay? And according to them, there are other governors too who have yet to show up in PDP that are also going to work for Tinubu. So the strategy is very simple, right? And the strategy is that they are going to, allow Sanwo-Iku to get his second term, okay? So they just told their members, today, they said, listen, when you go out there, you are only just going to go and vote for reps in all of the elections. So it simply means that Lagos PDP, the Werewike, and the rest of them, they want Lagos PDP to be campaigning for just House of Rep. Presidency, they should not campaign for them. They should work for Tinubu. Governor, they should not campaign. They should work for Tinubu. Senate, they should not campaign. They should work for Tinubu's party. So that was what they told their members. I think people started working out. Or somebody they will say, Lagos will be Lagos anyway. We know they agree. Which kind of nonsense be this? This man, but then beat him all.
Good day, comrade. My name is Kule Folonsho. You can see what is happening today. Chief Bode George invite the whole PDP in each local government to his office at Lugard. And to our own belief, we believe that he is trying to settle the issue on ground between our candidate, our president, incoming president, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, with other G5 governors. And when we reach there, when those 5 governors come in, they are now talking about our election. They now said they are going to support only Senate and Rep and Assembly, that they don't have governor and president. And we are now saying no. We are not going to accept that issue, that point. We now say we have Atiku. As we are mentioning Atiku name, the BG boys come out and tear my cloth. If not because of the people around, they want to shoot me. I know the people that do it. They wear the Gomez cloth. They are anti-party people. They hate PDP. They are doing anti-party for the past 22 years in Lagos. And they are now showing their face. Wike didn't love us. We have already told the whole world that the governor of APC is his own candidate. I want the whole PDP to know Wike is the enemy of we PDP in Lagos. Everybody should know that. And I beg everybody to come out and let them be ashamed by February, by the grace of God, when Atiku win the president, and they will be ashamed for the rest of their life. In the name of God, Atiku I just want the whole PDP to know this is what BG, Chief Bode George boys did to me today. Because I mentioned Atiku name. I'm from Mushin local government. That is what they did to me. They tried to kill me. I want everybody to know that.
Atiku for president. You see they say it. If they like or not, we must be like that.
You get? It is what it is, isn't it? People fighting to defend the people that are still going to rob them, steal from them, and leave them even poorer than they met them. Like, how do you do that to yourselves? How? And then feel comfortable about it. And, I have never seen anybody who passionately, right, supported these rogues and then come back to say, oh, Maiyegun, I regret it. It was just like, Maiyegun, it was, you know what I mean? You will always regret it because they will make you regret it. That's what I also told those guys in London. Yes, I said, no matter how much passion you think you have, all this blah, 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 yeah? All this emotion that is running riot in your head, the sad thing is that these politicians will disappoint you. If Tinubu becomes your president, it will disappoint you. And all this, your emotion, everything will now come to nothing. He said, I believe I will never say, oh, that's your belief. And I'm not against it. So I just want you to know, or possibly just think about that. They will betray you. They will disappoint you. Then they will bat you and beat you. And they will call you names if you therefore speak up again. Or they will kill you. Just like that. So why do you invest so much? I don't know, maybe because they are just a Libya anyway, so well. Fayoshe was splitting with them. Channels Television's credit to this video. The credit for this video goes to Channels Television, okay? We are using their clip of what happened in the public. The one where we say people know to see.
Your
Excellencies, because of want of time, I am just going to establish the fact that as an old man, a governor retired but not tired, that my brother here, my younger brother, is following. A man full of action in his days. And I handed over to him, and he's shaking Nigeria like this. Our prayer to God that he will end well. In my place, they say, if you see trouble, make you run for this trouble. If it's avoidable, avoid this trouble. I plead with everybody in this and inside this PDP. When you see wahala, make we use humility to avoid wahala. There is enough time to make reconciliation. The G5 says they are still open for reconciliation. And I believe that we can still reconcile. Like I said, Governor Wike and the G5, they don't want to be president of Nigeria. They have agreed to the fact that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, our candidate, is our candidate. But they are saying what is fair is fair. Therefore, in the name of equity, I still plead with them to come and let us find solution before it's too late. Finally, they said this SIM project, you know, it's not only SIM, it's inside the internet. This is the internet. This is the internet. When you put SIM, you have to enter internet before you can browse. Not be so? You put SIM, search inside the internet, then you will browse. Then you will, God bless you.
You are shouting as if you are agents of these demons. If you know you want PDP of PDP, you are shouting as if you are PDP of Kogi State, as if you are PDP of Borno State, as if you are PDP of Katsina State. Are you PDP of Rivers? Are you PDP? Now, first of all, let me thank my colleague brothers and governors, the integrity governors who want to rescue our party and rescue Nigeria. We're all together. Let me assure you, not one of the states of PDP integrity group will lose their governorship. Not one. No amount of gang will make us to lose Abia State, to lose Enugu State, to lose Benue State, to lose Oyo State. And who is that here? To come and lose River State. Fa fa fa. Fa fa fa. Those of them who say they want to be governor of River State, ask them. They were in APC. No, I don't understand human beings.
Agreement is agreement, you. Anyway, that's from the from the political front. Now that I'm back, I probably, we'll have to get you all ready, cooked up for the coming week. For this week rather. Anyway, I got one too, which is their show, the G5 in Port Harcourt. Why do I think they are saying Obi, get Obi? Why did I feel like that? Anyway, I got something there. I'm going to take calls, okay? I'll take calls and then have a wee chat before we call it a night, okay? And get ourselves ready for the week as well. So, Obi, I got this on the streets.
Is that I want you to take what I'm saying. Because we have been tired of people getting into government and telling us or doing the opposite of what they said, and we are keeping quiet. This time around, God will not allow them to do that. This time around, if they do so, God will punish them. The purpose of government everywhere in the world is to care for the poor. In Nigeria, it is to make the poor suffer. And that will stop. I've said to Nigerians, next year election, let nobody tell you to vote for him because it's by tribe. The people in the north or south don't buy bread cheaper. Everybody is suffering. I'm not asking you to vote for me because I'm a Christian. There's no place Christians buy bread cheaper or Muslims buy it cheaper. And don't vote for me because it's my turn. It's turn of Nigerians to take back their country. I'm asking you to vote for me because I assure you, and I'm saying it on this holy ground, I'll turn around Nigeria. I want to build a Nigeria where the son of nobody will become somebody. The son of nobody will become become a daughter of somebody. You build a Nigeria where
politics. Just tell them what they want to hear, like, yeah. The purpose of government is to touch the life of the people. Yeah. And all of that stuff. Don't vote for me because I'm a Christian. Vote for me because I am the best. Yeah. I mean, it's Nigeria. Usually, if na Kolu they talk, when Kolus do Baba, blue, black, hi. There's something, right? I've got this clip. That clip is where Tinubu was trying to define what is a town hall meeting. A town hall meeting is it's not all about, but it is about blue, black. Now they are now calling the people who are now busy interpreting what Tinubu is saying or what he's not saying. So they call them the Agbado Aristoteles. Sure, you know what that means, eh? Listen,
Different from
Balablu. Blue Bula. Bulaba.
A town hall different from
Bulaba. So that's Tinubu. So today, people will tell you what he's trying to say. They said he wanted to say Ulabalu. You know that word Ulabalu? The town hall, it was talking, okay? They cut that part out. It was saying something. And it was like a town hall meeting. It's not like, this Ulabalu that you are seeing out there. It was bragging about the type of town hall meeting they gave to him in Owerri, where Oples Uzodingba gave him 1 billion naira and said 1,000 men gave Tinubu 1 billion naira for his campaign. So Tinubu wanted to respond. That's why he said, this is a town hall. What town hall is all about? Then the switch turned off. The sensor didn't receive anything. And then the tongue and the mouth, they started blabbing. Ulabalu is what Baba wanted to say. That's why he said, again, I can't even repeat that. It is that sad. I'm not even trying to mock him. Like, it is that bad. I wish I was anyway. Different it's different. Hey, town hall is different. Like this town hall is different from the hula baloo that you see out there. But the moment he started saying, come. They say bulaba, boo, and all that. Again.
A town hall
different. Yeah.
From
Bala blue. Blue. Bulaba. Bala blue. Bulaba. And like I said, in that regard, all you just say is she'll get it. People lying, people pretending, people playing up to the gallery, and the rest of that, only for everybody to come back and end up in the poverty capital of the world. So, sorry, I want to hear that again. Sorry, one sec. I'm going to take calls anyway. It's different from Bala Blue. Blue. Bulaba. Okay. Bala Blue. Blue. Bulaba. Do you get that? So people can't they say Tinubu don't speak in tongue. Some said he don't high. They say no be heroin a crack. But it is not. Not dementia. Parkinson, and then urinating on the body. There are different things that are creating different shocks and all of that. So sometimes, right? Not sometimes, all the time. And that's what is going to be your presidiot. Somebody don't tell me. Whether you like it or not, Maiyegun, Tinubu will get there, inshallah. I say, if you know if you wait till May 2023, you better go and install him now. Me, I am just here to just remind you That as you they brag about that, now so you brag about Bokuwari. Today, now waiting that they do to you. Now you they take, become the wise teacher. That even though you don't like me, but you go still come here, come listen to me. Do you understand? Me it you. Sure. Somebody where you now supposed just go swearing now. Swear I mean is your president in waiting, Abi. I beg you. Bokuwari no be your president in 7 years. Some of you have seen more of me. Okay, well, you see more of me all the time than you see Bokuwari, your president. So I will continue to use your story, what they are doing to you. If they do good, I will say, oh, that's one thing about me. I will say. Because that's what it should be about, information. It's just that in Nigeria, it is so scarce that when you finally see them and you compete what they have actually stolen to bring that about, you become weaker. Like, oh, I don't want to be defending this nonsense. It's not even like it's pure trash. But you celebrate that in Nigeria. But me, I will still tell you and say, yeah, you know. So if you like, make Kolu your president. If you like, make Atiku your president. If you like, make Obi your president. If then turn you around to another thing, anything, now your story, now in YouTube, go they hear. Advertisers go they see, and they pay me money for it. So it doesn't really count. You are only doing yourself. If you think making Tinubu and the rest of them your president is to get back to at Maiyegun, now him be say, person we carry knife. Listen, no, I'm going to show this Maiyegun. This guy is an idiot. I'll show him. I'll show him that I am so intelligent. Then you cut your wrist. And then you started bleeding out. Started shaking. Say, oh yeah, show Maiyegun. Then you cut your wrist like that. And you start bleeding out. Now suicidal. Then when you're about to die, you're like, please help me, God. Please, God, come and help me. Don't let me die in this mistake I made. You want to prove to me that you get sense, Abi? Don't wait till May 2023. Go and do swearing in for Kolu this December. Tell Bokuwari is tired anyway. Just want to get away from this, Abi. And me and you go there here because I will still continue to tell you the truth that I've been telling you for over 7 years now. For more than 10 years, so to say. Those who listen to me, they are living with peace of mind today. You don't understand, though. That's something some of you may not experience. The Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Ali, Majiris, and you want Nigerians. You will never understand. If you see the members of the Temple of Truth, nothing when they happen for Nigeria, they shock them. Therefore, they don't get emotion to invest. They know they get heartache because of Nigeria anymore. Sure you get? They don't worry because what they do is that they harm themselves with real information other than other innuendos, lies, and the rest. And to some of you, I've told you, me, I am here, right? If Nigeria was a place, you should not be wishing that Nigeria should kill me for telling you that you deserve better. Sure you get? Now, if we have a choice, I will be in Yoruba land, right? Talking to you one-on-one, to talk to you like face-to-face. But you see the damages Nigeria have done to you, right? I haven't done anything wrong to you. I haven't hurt you. I haven't taken anything from you. But some of you, because of the criminals who have taken everything from you, you will wish that they jail me or kill me or do something terrible to me so that you can say, yes, it deserves that. That is if Nigeria was a country. But it is not. That is why we are using every resource within our means to make you see that you will still make your decisions anyway. But when you are making them, remember that if you have a choice to make and you know all the consequences of these choices, you are likely not going to make the one that puts you in this current position first. That is never going to take you out of it. Sure you get? And I told you, the reason why I don't have any capacity to tell you what to do or see myself as somebody who could tell you what to do is because anybody that wants to lead any fight will be right there where the fight is happening. So if you cannot be where the fight is happening, right, you have no moral justification, right, to say you are leading anything or you are ordering something. Sure you get? It's just as simple as a coward hiding somewhere and believing that he is so influential or she is so influential and all of that. I told you, If you see anybody where they do agitation, this agitation, that has become so messy now, living abroad, and you are there bouncing with for them, and you are in Nigeria facing the hell there, you know, get sense. You see that person where they're abroad, right? If he can be and be in the forefront and say, oh yeah, let's do it, then he's just using you. But most of you will know. So if I want to say, I want to lead Yoruba nation struggle, which I don't even have qualification for anyway, but fine. It will be best and ideal to be in that Yoruba land. No, Maiyegun, you have to be. No, I understand where you're coming from, because Nigeria is not a real place. I won't even advise myself to be in Nigeria, even though I'm not leading anything. Sure, you get. But the bottom line is that there should be a breaking point where you say, Omo, we are enlightening ourselves, okay? Widening our own dragnet, making people see reasons why this is actually real. This is genuine. It's germane. The reason why it is being treated this way is because Nigeria has conditioned you that way. How about you give it a try? How about we change the entire thing, starting with those who are actually like there. Give them all the support they could get, the backings they could get, every other thing they could get. Sure, you get me now? Like, you start from there. If you see anybody where they you'll be mugu if you don't know yet. Okay? You'll be mugu. If you sit down and you listen to somebody like Maiyegun sitting in his room and saying that I'm going to take you and give you this nation or give you that. But again, as we have those Nigerians whose head is completely run, it's like head, right? It's run by emotion. They don't make any logical sense, and you will never make any sense to them as well. Shut up your mouth. You don't understand. What you don't know is bigger and all that stuff, right? Hear it. Empty heads. Just bunch of loud mouth. But the point is this. As you have them in politics, so you have them now. They are cropping up everywhere. But you, listening to them, should ask yourself, okay, somebody's going to tell me to do something. Where is that person? That's why I said, don't call me your activist too. But you can be, you can be rest assured that if you believe in the trueness of what freedom really entails, right? And you believe that everyone has a right until that right will be taken away from them for committing any crime that deserves them to be given away. It doesn't matter where they come from. Now, if you have that mindset, you can possibly move a nation. Move people to move a nation. That mindset is what I'm thinking. If all of us can begin to like imbibe them, like, okay, yeah, I think we deserve better. It doesn't matter whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, whether you're from here, or it doesn't really matter. It is when it's to say, if one is free, all is free. Okay? And then they say, injustice to one should be injustice to all. Injustice somewhere should be injustice everywhere. Now, if you feel like that, religion, tribe, and the rest will matter to you. And that's what I figured out. You will realize that with ease, everyone will have what they deserve, or will get what they want or deserve from that same system. It comes from the mindset, not emotions. However, I would drop there, and I'll keep the rest till maybe when I speak to some of you tonight. So the line is going to be opened in a minute or two, but I am going to go on a short break. Okay, I'm going to go on a short break, and when I get back, I'll start taking that calls. Yes, there's a clip of rufai, telling Tinubu to back down is old, but they said that was immediately after their Congress, but they've settled that. But I'll open the line. Like I said, the number is under your screen, and it's just a WhatsApp call only. So when I get back, I'll start taking the calls. So like the video, share it if you haven't. Yeah, when I get back, I'll take calls. Hello there.
Hello, yeah.
Elder, Elder Olaoluwa, how are you, sir?
Oh, God.
How are you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well done. Yes. You know, first of all, Lord Tinubu, there's a social media and phone headache.
Yes.
Headache.
Replay for you.
Yes.
1 second.
I don't read social media anymore. They abuse the hell out of me. If I read it, I get high blood pressure. I get angry. I don't read it. So, if I want to hear anything, my children or any of my workers will tell me, this one say this one. If I'm tired, I say, please, forget it.
Thank you. Elder.
Yes. Sorry, headache to menu lay Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You see, Maiyegun, let me say something. You know, some party discuss here by tele. Mo sọ pé microphone rẹ tó dàbí pencil yẹn ìmọ̀ bí tó ti rí péré tó ti rí Microsoft yẹn mo sọ pé it's far more dangerous to this crooks.
I found out in London yesterday. Like I could see, like they are not really aggressive that they want to fight me or share you guys.
Yes.
But it was like in flesh, face to face.
Yes.
Tell him what I've been typing in his comments. I'll say it to his face.
Yes.
But they didn't want me to talk.
Yes.
Before I say anything, they will shout me down. No. Yes.
Oh, understand.
Mm-hmm.
Into sẹlẹ̀ ni pé sọ́ra wọn tẹ́ àtàkì ẹ̀ London yẹn mo gbà ládùúgbò Nàìjíríà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn ó dẹ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí family wọn. Okay? Because lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run Nàìjíríà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn ó dẹ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí family wọn. Because the truth of the matter of the matter is this. And you know, sometimes I just sit down. And then I start thinking, for me, I start having a headache. Saying, these people that they are fighting to keep Nigeria beyond 2023, they don't know what they are into.
They don't have
you know, sometimes they don't have a clue. I saw most of the clips you show. I saw how people are struggling to keep all these criminals, all these bits. Because these Tinubu, Obasanjo or your Ife. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to make mention of any other political leader or any other leaders in other regions because they are not my problem.
I'm with you.
My problem is my problem is the crooks within my brother.
My own
which is headed by
claim to be representing me. But
my own region, which is headed by Obasanjo. Okay, followed by Tinubu.
Yes.
Followed by Oni of Ife. Yes.
At a point,
yes.
I said,
yes.
How does any of you here feel about Obasanjo?
Yes.
Obasanjo is not a Yoruba. Obasanjo is not a Yoruba. I said, but he's a Yoruba now. If we take these politics out,
yes.
No, we know he's not a Yoruba. I said, do you know Tinubu's father? Don't go there. Tinubu is a real Yoruba. I said, even we Yoruba, we have to even deny ourselves because of politics. I said, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Like, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Maiyegun,
now.
Maiyegun, you know the reason why? You know the reason why me and you we are talking like this is because we are managed to have some quality educations. Okay. These people you are talking about, because if you wanted to enslave your fellow human being, the first thing you will need to do is that destroy their educational system, destroy their educational system and its mechanisms. That is what this Tinubu and Obasanjo did.
Yes. And
So
the consequences of that is what we are now seeing today.
Yes.
You see people with a certificate, degree certificate, but they don't get sense. They can't have conversation. They can't present anything. And that's the product of that educational system.
Maiyegun, let me tell you something. Long time ago, long time ago, when they destroyed this educational system, don't you hear the slang in Yoruba land?
He who knows
way, so in other words,
knows book.
That's right. That's right. You see, when a country gets a situation whereby the parents are negotiating to buy certificates for the children,
those people expect in years to come. Then
that's right. That's right. When people like Awolowo, I will make mention some names now. Nice. For example, you know, sometimes when I see some people, like I will make mention of Kemi Olunloyo, for example. You understand?
Right.
Okay. When we were young, you understand? When Awolowo and his lieutenants, by Bola Ige, Jakande, all of them, when they are struggling to give me, son of Omo Yolobi, me, son of Omo Yolobi, Omo Yelepo, ni onara local government of Oyo State. When they put me, when I don't have money to go to secondary school, they put me with to go and learn apprentice with one carpenter in our area. That carpenter is only job he gets always just to make the box where this apoti where we take sit down. Now that's the only job. Where the man that's only the job.
They're like a small apoti.
That's right. That's right. Before Bola, before Awolowo and the lieutenant Bola Ige, Adekule Ajasin, Professor Ambrose Ali, Onabanjo in Ogun State, all of them like that.
Lagos,
they bring free. That's in Lagos. That's right. They bring free educations to train me. You understand? Now I can sit down and talk even more intelligently than all these bastards. Okay? That time, when Bola wanted to go for second term, the One Nigeria people, One Nigeria, One Destiny, One Nation, One Destiny, MPN, headed by Chief Akiloye in Ibadan.
Yeah.
And Chief Richard Akigide, Akiloye, Chief Richard Akigide, which is the father of Dr. Malolo Royo, which is the father of this girl. This girl that is Kemi Olunloyo that is starting rubbish. Now they are using the fake money to train them that time. Now I'm happy. Me, Omo Yolobi and Papa Brilliant are more and have more money even than them now. So now what I wanted to say is what you face in London. You know, you will face it. Leave this criminal. Leave there.
No, actually,
this
I would have
Nigeria,
loved it.
ni kò kì í sọ̀rọ̀ ẹnìkan.
To buy party because I confess party no. But anyway, everybody handled it well, assuredly, and they are watching me right now on to the next one because I'm going to be in London again. Yeah. And when I'm in London,
because you know what, we discussed it before. Last time when I talked to you before, we discussed it. Say I had everybody to pray. If Tinubu is going to become president tomorrow, you understand? Make he die today. Because you can see the trend. You can know why. Maiyegun, let me, please, one second, please. You know
why I said is because you just automatically just pray for Shetima. Just like that. And I'm like, Shetima.
Maiyegun, yeah. You see, Maiyegun, if Tinubu die and they want to bring Shetima, it will make Yoruba nation journey quicker. You understand?
You and I know
because
that.
You can. That's right. It will make it quicker. Yes, carry on.
Baba.
Because you know what happened.
Yes.
Atiku will not kill us. Atiku will have moral ground to kill us, to kill Yoruba nation, to kill Yoruba people in 2023. The way Tinubu will kill us. You understand? 8-8 or the head of Tinubu is telling you if it is only one man remaining in Nigeria, he's going to rule his own. He's going to spend his 8 years. This man is going to be dangerous. And Nigeria, you can see the trace now. The Yoruba land will become the headquarters of terrorism in Nigeria. And in extension, the headquarters of terrorism in the whole world. Everybody back it down. All right?
Elder.
So now, gbogbo ẹ̀mí ló kàn tó ń ṣe káàkiri kó tètè lọ ronú ẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ election kan lọ́rọ̀ wá kàn. Ọ̀rọ̀ election kan ló kàn ó. All right, thank you
so much, sir. Can you nice evening, yeah? That is Elder Olaoluwa. Emma Ronuke. Abikelo shake a shenit babeshe. Do what you think you can. And just always, please, remember that nobody they do you. Nobody's after you. Now you they do yourself. And when you finally do yourself worse, please.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Ọjọ́ kan
ọmọ mi kọta àlàáfíà rìgèdè wọn wà.
Àlàáfíà ràn wá o, báwo ni o?
Ọlọ́run ṣeun o. Adúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run tí a tó ríra wa bá sọ̀rọ̀ o.
Àbí.
Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ń sọ yìí, Ọlọ́run mú wa délẹ̀ ìlérí wa láyọ̀ àtàlàáfíà o.
Àdúpẹ́.
Torí tí bá tẹ̀ ń wo bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ ní Nàìjíríà ń sìn. Mi ò sí nílé o, mo ṣe wà ní US o, mo kàn lo nọ́mbà tí mo mú wá bí.
Irú eléyìí tẹ́ bá ṣe báyìí, ṣe ní nọ́mbà yẹn mà, tẹ́ bá pe àwọn ẹ̀wẹ̀ náà, because èèyàn tó mọ̀yàn lèèyàn máa pè náà, bọ̀ ṣe ní nọ́mbà yín bó ìwọlé yìí, tẹ́ bá pe àwọn míì níbi ìsìn, wọn ò ní gbé Nàìjíríà. Àfi tẹ́ bá send message, tẹ́ sọ pé èmi ni mò ń pè ẹ́, gbé aago ẹ. Àti àwọn ọmọ mi ẹ má bínú mà, sorry jàre, mo busy ní irọ́ ni kò busy o. Wọ́n ti fẹ́ pè pa láti lè ní.
Mo ní nọ́mbà tí bí
báyìí. Náà mo mọ̀, sure.
Torí pé lẹ́yìn ni màá fi ń pè ẹ́ ni mo ṣe ní jẹ́ kí n fi. So mo ní téèyàn bá rántí nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ńlé ń sìn. Á gbomi lójú èèyàn.
Ọlọ́run.
Because irú àwa tá a ṣe jẹ àǹfààní ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ ní alẹ́ sísì. Sàdẹ̀ mọ̀ bọ́n ṣe tàn wá láti ilé láti àkàtà ìyá wa pẹ̀lú míìkì, pẹ̀lú ṣọ́ọ̀kì, pẹ̀lú sléètì dé skul. Sàdẹ̀ ẹni tí ó kàwé mẹ́fà gan, ẹni tó jáde yunifásitì kò lè dúró sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ẹ̀ ń sìn yìí. Brọ́dà tó sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sìn, ó ní ẹni tó mọ̀wé ló mọ̀wé. Ìjọ́ tí mo gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, mo ní wọ Ọlọ́run, ibo là ń bọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà lọ. Àwọn ọmọ tàbí gbogbo wọn ti dọ̀lọ́mọ ń sìn ní tòótọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n táwọn ọmọ yẹn bá bojú ẹ̀yìn ìgbà tá a bá ń sọ ìtàn, báyìí la ṣe ṣe independent nígbà ayé Awólọ́wọ̀, báyìí la ṣe ṣe ní ìmẹ́ni tí yóò bá ṣẹ̀. Ní ìmọ̀ olórí ibú àwọn tán kóra wọn jọ àti àwọn àgbàyà látòrí ọba ilé Ifẹ̀ burúkú kíní gbọ̀ràn yẹn tí ò ní ọpọlọ tó sì bá wọn káàkiri pẹ̀lú ìyà tá à ń jẹ. Ṣẹ́rífọ́n ti ta ògo ọjọ́ ọ̀la àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ń sùn kán lọ ń gbowó orí burúkú l'Àbújá. Torí tẹ́ bá padà wá wò ó sí ibo là ń lọ ń sìn táàrọ̀ kọ́ wọ̀. Ibo là ń lọ. Tírú àwọn ọba ò lè dìde ń sìn pé èèyàn kan ti síwájú ẹjẹ́ àtẹ̀lé wọn, ẹjẹ́ ká gbárùkù tì wọ́n o. Tó ìjẹ́ ìdí mo fẹ́ jẹ mo fẹ́ mu ni gbogbo wọn sì ń bá káàkiri nísìn. Ṣé sáwọn bá bọ̀ wájú tí yóò yẹ
tẹ̀lé? The other day, I will pay. Nígbà tí mi ń dàgbà máa o, ẹ̀yin ẹgbẹ́ wa lọ́mọ ẹjọ́ wa lọ dáadáa, ṣó yẹ yín sìn, which means pé ẹ máa lè corroborate nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ yìí. Nígbà tí àwọn Àwùjalẹ̀ sì ṣe ṣémṣém, tí Ọọ̀ni Síjú Adé ṣe wà, tí Olúbàdàn gbogbo àwọn tó ṣàwà láyé ìgbà yẹn, tí gbogbo political kìnìyàn tó ń gbóòrú sọ̀hún, wọ́n sì láyà, wọ́n lẹ́mìí, wọ́n máa ń pe meeting ìgbìmọ̀ Yorùbá tó máa deliberate about what is going on in Yorùbá land.
Àbí ọba Adélẹ́mí ló fẹ́ sọ tí ṣe Síjú Adé, ìyẹn yìí bá tọ̀ ìdìtọ̀ yìí ń bá
wọn. Ìyẹn belongs to ọmọ kan try láti lo era àwọn yẹn ni, like era àwọn àgbàlagbà yẹn rántí. Like wọ́n máa ń take political, ẹ̀mọ̀ kan tí mo mean ni pé wọ́n máa ń take political stand tó máa ń mean. Tó yẹ pé gbogbo àwọn bó jẹ́ military head of state tó jọmọ Yorùbá, wọ́n máa ló ń rule time yẹn, sorry, military governor àbí kí ló ń pè wọ́n yẹn ló ń rule time yẹn, wọ́n máa gbé wá sí meeting yẹn kó wá represent the government bẹ́ẹ̀ pé Yorùbá ti decide on this, and many of them paid for that o, tó bí náà dẹ́kọ̀ bí ibẹ̀ ní gbogbo yẹn wà ń sìn.
Ó mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé Maiyegun, nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní wípé House of Chiefs ó wà nígbà yẹn. House of Chiefs wà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ìjòyè máa jókòó. Èmi ìṣe police rí náà. Wọ́n recruit mi láti local government mi. Wọ́n lọ sí school tí mo lọ. Wọ́n lọ bèrè irú èèyàn tí mo jẹ́. Wọ́n á lọ sí local government mi. Wọ́n lọ sí local government mi lódò Ògbólú. Wọ́n lọ ṣe recruitment mi láti ibẹ̀ kí n tó lè di ọlọ́pàá. Ṣùgbọ́n sìn
ẹni tó
àwọn
mọ
wo ló ń
wéè.
jẹ ọlọ́pàá àwọn olè àwọn agbébọn àwọn tó jẹ́ ọlọ́pàá nísìn tó bá jẹ́ pé bí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ ṣe wo vision yẹn láti wà ní western region wa jẹ́jẹ́ sẹ́mi pé ń sìn the world máa wò wá lókè.
a ti build on it a ti better.
ṣùgbọ́n àwọn olè Tinubu àwọn olè àwọn tó ti kàgbákò orí burúkú tó kóra wọn jọ tó tẹ̀lé nǹkan tí Abdulsalam gbé kalẹ̀ látòrí Ọbásanjọ́ tí wọ́n rí nǹkan tó ń lọ tọ́dẹ̀ ń ta ògo ọjọ́ ọ̀la àwọn ọmọ wọn láì ta àwọn ọmọ wa torí ìjà yìí àwọn ìjà yìí téèyàn bá kúkú dijú kó jà wọ́n ní pátápátá là ń fọ́jú ni o téèyàn bá dijú kó jà ìjà yìí sìn a jẹ́ pé àrọ́mọdọ́mọ gan Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ó ṣerú ní ilé ìtàbọ̀ sí western region yẹn mo mọ̀ pé tá a bá padà síbẹ̀ tá a bá padà sínú ètò wa wọ́n máa wò wá lókè lókè ni lágbára Ọlọ́run ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà Yorùbá tá a fẹ́ dálé ó máa ṣojú gbogbo alágbára Ọlọ́run ó ní ṣíṣe o ó ní ṣìrìn lágbára Ọlọ́run Ọlọ́run á mú gbogbo adélẹ̀ ní nínú ọ̀láyé àtàlàfíà.
Thank you so much, Mark. Any nice evening,
I wish you same.
Take care, man. So, a quick one. My caller, can you just hang on for me for 1 second, please? I'm going to connect you soon. Now, to my non-Yoruba speakers, okay? My last caller, she was just, adding to what Elder Oluwa said earlier, and she's questioning why it is so hard for people to see this truth. There's something got to her. When Elder Oluwa says something about he who knows the way, knows the book, that it's no longer about what you read or knows, that actually qualifies you in Nigeria. It's about who knows who and who knows what and all that, okay? And the system broke down from then, whereby, people are not rewarded based on what they have to offer. They are rewarded based on who they know, which is mediocrity replacing, is it professionality or something? Anyway. That's what she was talking about, and she kind of nostalgically, right, flashed back to when she was recruited as a police officer, right? They had to go to our hometown, our local government, to find out who she was before she got recruited into the police office. To police, force. Now she's speaking, with her children in America, which she's visiting. Now she said when she looks back at what is going on in Nigeria today, and when they who participated in independence and saw and they were young, and the hope and aspiration they had. And looking back now, it brings tears to their eyes that the likes of Obasanjo, Tinubu, who continue to parade themselves as those who are Yorubas, who care about Yoruba, but they don't, right? But the bottom line is that they have sold the future of theirs, the future of those children behind them, and even those generations unborn. And that breaks our hearts. That's what we were discussing. And she prayed for me, by the way, which the part I actually love too. My caller, I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting. I had to do that. Hello there.
Not. Good evening, Maiyegun.
Good evening to you, sir. How are you?
Oh, this is my first time of getting you for over 9 years now.
Amazing. I've got something for you. When I finally speak to one of my viewers who finally got to me, because I will feel same. It's like you and I are talking for the first time, and the feeling is mutual. So, Baba, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
Nice one. Your name, do you mind sharing?
Adedeji Mateson.
Adedeji Mateson.
Mates,
yeah, good.
Mwakini.
Eruborono. Biri.
My brother.
Baba.
Thank you so much. In fact, more really fún program yìí. In fact, you really bí mo ṣe lè sọ ni pé this program really made my heart.
Yeah.
Because God mo máa fi sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ mi lè pọ̀ dé.
Okay. Ẹja bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ìbúlẹ̀ ọkọ̀
kan. Because my something pé before kó tó di pé mo kúrò ní Nàìjíríà kí tó wá sí you.
And mind you, Baba, the bali ma mix it no to that other people talk but Yoruba, she get kakon, But anyway, my son.
Before I leave, if I leave Nigeria or coming to UK,
yep.
This is the kind of fight I normally fight. I will not forget. There was certain time, if you remember, sometimes ago, these council people, they used to go about raiding the people that did not collect or receipt for opening shop.
Okay. Like those that open their shops. And, yeah, I get you, Baba. Go on.
They did not collect permit. Back then, those council people. But one thing struck me one day. They are parading. Some people will start or close their shop. So they will meet some people. They will carry their goods. But they will leave all this malam kiosks. And those one will not pack anything.
Baba. Make a try and rephrase so that we can be following you in sync, okay? When you are in Nigeria, you witnessed and you used to witness where council will come around and they will begin to chase shop owners, traders, because they didn't take a permit or pay for permits, right? So some people will close their shop and quickly run away to avoid them. Some people who couldn't close, these guys will take their goods as a makeup for not paying for the permit. But you notice something. Say that again. The kiosk of
all these malam
kiosk
that
they don't go there.
Yes, if you collect it, we open some kiosks at the front of the house, selling while they are doing their gatesman. So all those shops, they don't go there. One day I have to stop them. Okay, fine.
What are you doing, guys?
What you are collecting, what you are doing, fine. I'm not stopping you, or you are doing the right thing. But don't you see that you are leaving one side and facing one side? One thing they said to me that all these malam, they don't have anything. We use that face to be looking at these people right from those days, and that thing affects us badly now.
Stereotyping or profiling people. Should they have done so many series on this program talking about profiling people, stereotyping people, just how they fit into your own picture? And Nigeria that's what Nigeria does to all of us. They stereotype all of us, and we stereotype ourselves too, because that's the Nigeria they created, though, and the Nigeria where they imagine, Baba. And they follow you. Go on.
That is what they have been doing. That day, I have to fight with them. No, today, I control my street. I live in Surulere.
Yep.
My father has a house there. I control my street. I have so many boys that are being that
Babolo, area boys.
Not even area boys. Okay. I said we talk to. We play ball. They know me very well. We play ball with Surulere there. So, and my father is well to do.
Known as well. Okay.
So, when
I can imagine. My old man in Lukweju, same thing.
Open arms to my set, so they know me very well, and I don't. One thing that if they will go to my house to go and report to me that I'm fighting, they know that it's not my fight. It's either they want to cheat one person. I said no, I'm not going to. So that day, I didn't allow them to carry their duty. That they have to go back to go to the station to report, because we seized their vehicle. Everybody that has.
So what happened? Did they when you told them that you guys are doing the right thing, but what about that guy? So they said, that guy didn't have money, so they didn't want to go there, but they want to continue with others, and you had to intervene. I see.
They didn't want to do that. So one thing we like doing to ourselves, we the Yorubas, I can I can say this because I thought it's because back in Nigeria then, but here in UK, I see so many things like that. That we are just lying to ourselves.
Hypocrisy.
We don't really love ourselves. Hypocrisy, what it for you?
Pretense.
All that tribes do it too, but I won't lie to you. I'm a Yoruba guy, but it's what for you. Àbòsí wá dé pọ̀ jù.
Wọ́n ní pé tó bá sọ pé tiẹ̀ pọ̀ bàbá tó bá tún gbọ́ tẹlòmíì náà o, but it is always good at the same time pé wọ́n ní tí ojú bá ń ṣe pin kí ló ní ká ṣe wọ́n ní ká yọ báyìí má ti sọ́nù kó fi hàn ní kó rí pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe ò dáa. That's the Yoruba in us. Me agree, baba.
Honestly, I so much appreciate this thing. And one thing I want to beg you for.
Yes.
I want to beg you for. Every day when you are starting your program, there's this lady that lay a course on these Abroadian people. That said that you are in abroad and you are promoting Tinubu or Atiku to become the president. Or actually, me, I did not even. There's nothing that concern their election, no, because my own is let everybody go. Because enough of all this nonsense. But that the swear that lady, because that it lay on them that they please let it be among of what you are or put using in the phone.
Okay, I remember that video. I'll look for it again. I'll bring it back. So maybe before we start program, we first play it, then we start. Okay.
Because I know that definitely they are listening to you every day.
Oh, more, Baba. I need one hall. It become one party, right? But you could tell that everything more drossy. There's so much going on. There's so much.
The little one you are posting, I'm following everything.
Oh, were you?
Let them listen to that course every day.
And that's a good thing, though, Baba. That is a good thing. It means that people are listening. People are watching Maiyegun. Even if they are not accepting everything he's saying now, it means that they are listening. But guess what? They will finally have to do it right. Baba, thank you so much.
One thing again, I want to tell you.
Okay.
When I'm still in Nigeria,
yes,
there's this thing I noticed. Talking about this education, the educational people.
Mm-hmm.
See, I noticed that this day, that day that I'm talking about, we are having an argument concerning all this Buhari stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that some people that have degree, the only
educated ones
they have
who
sense,
look like they are most educated. There's no light there.
The only thing they have sense is the course that they study. Apart from that, they don't have any.
That's why you said this program tonight. If I say I use some bullet points tonight that actually makes so much sense to you. Like I explained that people who are like educated are defending criminals who want to further destroy the country. And it breaks out, Baba. Now, terrible thing, though. They can't argue because you know why they can't argue well. They have brain for other things. But when it comes to politics, they use emotion instead of their normal thinking faculty. And you see people who mix emotion with thinking, right? They can't think straight. And at the same time, you can't tell them that they are not thinking straight. Remember, they are using emotion. Now they can start crying and say, okay, what do you mean? What do you mean? I am trying to explain myself. Do you know better than me? I say, but that's not you talking. That's not sense talking. That is your emotion talking. And I'm not going to talk to you.
You know the day I answered finally in Nigerian case, the way Buhari said that the way he's ruling Nigeria, anybody that is not pleased with it should leave Nigeria. I say,
exactly. Go somewhere else.
This is the final. That is the final day.
Wait for Tinubu's own. Baba, wait for Tinubu's own. The only advice I'm going to give the Yorubas, whether you are supporting Tinubu or you are not supporting Tinubu, Just go and take.
God will not.
But wait now.
Wait
now. So that if he end up as your president, you better go and take the experience book from the Northerners of what they experienced in the hands of the rest of Nigerians in the last 7 years. Una go be the ones to the cost of Tinubu as well. Wait, wait for it. So, Babadi, make I take another one.
I know the zone is going to worst.
So they are not doing also. If anybody listen to this and they think I am actually pleading with them not to make Tinubu or not to make a Atiku or not to make Obi their president, I'm not begging you. I am only telling you that when you choose, also,
I've known for a long time. Before the coronation of Oba of Lagos, I've known for a long time that is a fake. You know that Oba of Lagos is the one that they sent.
Yeah.
Then to go and verify. To go and verify then.
Yes.
The Oba of Lagos is not the one that's supposed to be the Oba. It's a compensation from Tinubu.
Right. That's a
because I know the person
day, If not, we're just going to open another chapter there. Adi,
yeah.
I think our communication is no longer balanced, okay? It's like we are talking over each other because of the connection. So, Baba Adi, thank you very much for joining me, okay? So, hello there. I have another caller.
Hello, Maiyegun Showa.
How are you, ma?
Adare o, how are you, Makae?
Ashe o.
You know, all those non-entity you met at the party, they are all bloody non-entities. Torí tó bá ń gbòòrò méjì wọ́n lẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ikú tó bá ní kán tó lọ wọ́n jẹ́ káwọn lọ àtànlọ́jà. Unfortunately, they are here, they are abroad. They know all the amenities that they've got here. They know all the support they receive from here. And they are still sticking up for nuisance back home, which is so sad.
It is, ma.
Àwọn aṣọ wèrè bí àṣà bàbá wa ń dé aláwọn aṣọ wèrè ní gbogbo wọn.
I mean, she'll make any sense, Because tí Maiyegun bá sọ pé ṣé tí nǹkan àwọn tẹni ṣe dáadáa yìí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó bá kọ́ hospital ma, if they build an hospital, right, a standard one, don't serve everybody, right? It could be they could probably there's a chance that that hospital can save the life of my own family member.
Are you telling me,
Maiyegun? But it's not there. And they have to fly down to the UK. And when you're too are bold enough, that is sọ̀rọ̀ nípa wọn ní public. I'm like, ní shame o.
And recently, I went to Banker's Kitchen in Dawson. You know the one opposite Aso Rock.
Yeah.
I saw one stupid elderly man there, but elder no Johnny.
Elder ni gbogbo wa.
As I was just talking, you know, she won in Nigeria. Why are they so gullible? Why are my people so gullible? Money they are still sticking up for these people when we are younger.
Yes.
So in the 50s, money only wa. Amalo Jodo, Amalo Shere, Anino, Ani good road, Bobo infrastructures lower, Ani go Shere, Ani go Shere once in what it. Oh no, ni bubu nita fabalewa, Umagita Molori, Umata first tax, Umata people for crying out loud. This man went and brought in mercenaries into the country to destroy us. And still you people are, you are not. So, 2 weeks ago, my nephew was kidnapped.
Oh dear.
Was kidnapped ni Igbora ni Abeokuta to lo se business. He was kidnapped. 4 other people to supply
granite and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, they want granite, the miners or something. Could you believe we pay Fulani? Only one saw Yoruba be in comment. Only they were speaking in the, they speak Yoruba fluently.
Sharonti just mo share story. Family, a brother of mine, was kidnapped for like a week.
Yes, I remember.
One phone, tó cover gbogbo Yorùbá land pápátá làwọn mọ̀. Àwọn lè wà anywhere. Àwọn náà lè wà ní everywhere for the next 10 years. Káwọn máa move around báyìí. Kò dẹ̀ sáwọn dẹ̀ ní rìn kan ọlọ́pàá lọ́nà. Ó náà ń rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Destroy wọn.
But the people that knows them, are the real locals. But they are being disempowered. One disarm one to fight them. And that's where we find ourselves here now.
Olóyè Sunday Igboho tó dẹ̀ gbà wálẹ̀. Wọ́n displace ẹni ẹlẹ́ni. And still my people are still taking up for this bastard. Ọmọ yẹn ròyìn ó ní gbogbo igbó ọ̀rà yẹn, gbogbo ìmẹ̀kọ, gbogbo Yewa, ló ń dá àwọn bí ẹni dá màálù.
Kò sí rọ́ńbẹ́.
Ó ní wọ́n ń dá àwọn ní kìí ṣe pé wọ́n kó wọn sínú ilé, wọ́n kàn roam forest yẹn ni. Wọ́n kọ́kọ́ ná wọn tó pọ̀.
If your family no pay ransom, they'll kill you.
They were beaten to pulp. Akuku sọ ransom. Agbálẹ̀jọ mo pọ́n gold mi gandan wò.
You see, now, you are thinking about the family members that you are always reaching out to all the time, right? Now, àwọn èèyàn tó wà lóyìnbó tó ti use mọ́ ká máa fún wọn lówó. Ṣẹ́rí, gbogbo apátápátá ló lè pe anybody nínú wa pọ́n ti gbé family member wa. Now, here is it, right? Yes. Even if you have some money saved somewhere, something that you probably would love to spend on something reasonable. Imagine how it is like, Kelo withdraw, you sold your good. Now, Kelo withdraw in the bank, not to buy something or buy shares or buy stock, but to give it to some fool and a criminal, that you cannot even talk about before they will call you enemy of Nigeria. Can they please make this make sense? Please.
Could make sense of it.
Could it make any sense?
And so the one more, the most horrible part of it, that the case was reported to the police. You know what they said?
What did they say?
Kọ́kọ́ fún àwọn ní 250 owó ọta ìbọn àtowó petrol. Káwọn tí ètò lè dìde. Mo ní wọn ò ní lọ bí kankan. They got the money. They didn't even get up on their bloody asses. They didn't get up. They didn't get up. They just had the money. Ṣé ìlú nìyẹn ẹ̀yin òpònú ará Galatia yìí tẹ́ bá létí tó fi kọ́? Torí arọ ni tẹ́ bá dáràn yín ọrùn ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ méjì tẹ́ máa dá. We are always here, picking up all your bloody pieces. Kọ̀nà náà ẹ máa stick up fún òòṣà yín tó wà ní bọ́dí náà abirùn alábirùn yín ẹ máa stick up fún ọmọ Ọ̀rágbìjí tó wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó wá jọba lé yín lórí ẹ̀yin òpònú òṣì kó tó dé ńgbà táwa kéré lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kó tó dé aníná alómi alọ́nà anígbò òṣèré wo jàǹkàrà bó ṣe rí.
Ẹ wò mà nígbà tí mo ń wo àwọn pictures nígbà tí mo wo àwọn pictures Èkó in the 50s and 60s in fact nǹkan ti ṣe wá àlójútì ni.
Plenty.
Bí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ gbé ní ẹ̀yin tẹ́ dàgbà ní 50s and 60s ẹ̀yin lè ráyé wá o organized decent well dressed well mannered.
Ìyá mi kọ́rùn fẹ́rùn kọ́lọ́run kọ́rùn kí á lè kó gbẹ̀yìn lélẹ́yìí.
Nǹkan ti ṣe wá
táwọn ti ṣe sí.
Nǹkan ti ṣe wá. Ẹ mọ̀ tó máa ń dùn mí jù mà ṣé mọ̀ tó máa ń dùn mí jù òun ni pé there are people of your own peers, right? Like people of your own age grade, Don't dàgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ iná ṣe dàgbà ní kékeré láwọn àdúgbò. They saw how Nigeria degenerated to what we have today, and yet.
Olú ẹni bàbá wèrè tí mo ló gbé trọ́lí wá sí Manchester ní Dọ́sìn yẹn. Bàbá wèrè yẹn, but I really gave it to him on that day. Mo lẹ́yìn ọ̀bàyé jẹ́ burúkú yìí. Mo ní ẹ̀yìn bí, mo ní as you are now, I'm sure that you're on benefit.
It's being paid as
you are on benefits. Maybe you are on ESA, you're on PIP, and you're on housing benefits.
Housing benefit and others.
Money in Nigeria, they can't even afford to give them paracetamol in the hospital.
No.
Cotton wool, Thomas in no different one last one, money mo ní ẹ̀yin wá wà bí ẹ̀yin sọ pé bàbá kan ló lè ṣe mo ní ẹ̀ ń pe ẹgbẹ́ yín ní bàbá mo ní kí yín ti bá yín kí yín ti bá yín ẹ̀yin alátẹnujẹ ìkíákíá ló yà gbé trọ́lì ẹ̀ tó yà bọ́tà ló yà bọ́tà.
ọ̀tọ́ bá pé méjì báyìí ṣé lè máa pé ayé wọn dùrọ̀ mọ́ ni because ẹ̀mọ̀ nǹkan tó máa ń dùn mí jù ni pé every time tẹ bá spend pẹ̀lú
wọn. He just back it and say madam ibi tẹ sọ́dẹ̀ yẹn ojú yọbọ ló lè ṣe.
Can you imagine?
Mo ní excuse you. Mo ní why must you barge into my conversation? in the first place? Why must you buy this?
They do that all the time.
Money, put a lead into it. Money, you buy it. Money, as I'm saying you're on housing benefits, you're on TIP, you're on ESA, money, and you have the court. Money in Nigeria, money, they can't even afford to give them ordinary paracetamol in your health center. Money health center, not here. Gbogbo owó tó yẹ kán fi ṣe health center náà ń kó fún ojú yọbọ lọ́sẹ̀sẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn local government náà ń bọ́ bí ẹni bo òòṣà. Náà ń bọ́ bí ẹni bo òòṣà. Mo ní BHM ló ń gbowó ara ẹ̀. Mo ní Nàìjíríà òun ló ń bá wọn gbà ló ń bá Lagos State gbà káàkiri. Mo ní ṣé ayé nìyẹn. Omi ti gbé wọn lọ nsìn, omi ti gbé wọn lọ ní Kogi, ó ti gbé wọn lọ ní Kini. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi ẹ̀dẹ̀ ro nítorí Ọlọ́run. Tó bá fi ṣe yín ẹ̀dẹ̀ bògùn yìí jẹ́. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ bàjẹ́ torí Ọlọ́run. Kẹ́ bọ́ nínú ìṣẹ́ yìí. Kọ́ tó sọ fún wa títí nìyẹn. Ó tún bọ́ sórí àwọn ọmọ wa, ó tún bọ́ sórí àwọn ọmọ kí ló dé?
Thank you so much, ma. Let me take another one. Kato Lawson, Ale. Thank you so much.
Maiyegun ọwọ́ ayé máa ká ẹ o. Ọwọ́ ayé máa ká ẹ o. Lórúkọ Jésù, ọwọ́ ayé máa ká ẹ o. Ọwọ́ ọmọdé kan yóò kájí oṣù gbogbo wọn. Àwòmọ́jú báyìí òun náà ni ẹ̀dìẹ̀ máa ń wọ̀ka inú ṣágo. Èyí tó bá lóun máa ṣe nǹkan kan nù wọn, ó máa jẹ ọmọ ẹ̀ ní. Á jà kọ́ bí a tún jà síbẹ̀ yẹn pápá.
Wẹ́ gbọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀rọ ẹ̀wọ̀n yé mi máa ń sọ. Wẹ́ gbọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n yé mi máa ń sọ. Wọ́n kí káàárọ̀ nìkan ní rè bá fẹ́ fojúkojú wò ẹ̀ ní wọ́n fọ́ kó bá pọ̀ nìyàn ṣé o máa ṣìṣàsùn ara rẹ̀ irú ṣàsùn rẹ̀ rò máa ṣí kò máa mẹ́ràn níbẹ̀.
ṣé o máa ṣìṣà rẹ̀ ṣé o máa ṣìṣà rẹ̀ wà wù níbẹ̀ kó mú kó jẹ́ bọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ kó mú kó jẹ́ ṣàṣì.
wọ́n fọmọ rẹ̀ bọ̀ rẹ̀ yé mi o wà pẹ́ mi o. Ó dàárọ̀. Thank you very much, Ma. I am going to take one quick short one before I take another call, by the way. So bear with me. I will be back in a minute.
How many them there? Why we no go read them? How many them there? Why we no go read them? How many them there? Why we no go read them? How many them? How many them there? Why we no go read them? How many them there? Why we no go read them? How many them? Some people think say you dey do juju.
Hello there. Hello, Ma.
Dédé àdúrà rọ̀ ṣe yẹn.
Yeah.
Tímọ́tímọ́ lè ti mọ rí o.
Wow.
Òde náà lè máa mú ẹ náà ṣe ìgbà rẹ̀. Ọwọ́ ọmọdé kan mà ká gé o ṣe ọwọ́ ayé nìkẹ́ ẹ. Kárẹ́ ní ìjókòó níbi tèmi náà kárẹ́. Kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọdé ní ṣẹ́kùn débi rẹ̀ ń lọ. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n rán sí? Ó máa padà lọ jíṣẹ́ ni.
Òkúta wọn òkúta bá sọ ọmọ pẹ ro máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni yémi o. Ẹ kálẹ́.
Ẹ kálẹ́, good evening, long time.
I know, it's been a while. So how are you?
Yes, I'm blessed. Honestly speaking, I just look at these people and it's like you feel like you want to shout at them because it's like some of them are deaf. They know the danger, but they refuse to accept that they are walking into that den. Look, like I said to somebody, money tell your bar more. I'm going to
Benny.
But you want pariwo yìí. This is enemy in French clothing. This man hates Yorubas with passion.
And there are evidence about
and
it.
On top of that, the man is old. He cannot do anything. And you can see, of recent, Yorubas are being chased out of that country.
Yes.
Do you know that by trick, now they say, they refuse to pay all the medical team. They are not paying them enough, and they are recruiting them abroad.
and Nigeria, the Yorubas, because most people that are free.
The brain drain. Yorubas are suffering brain drain. Southerners are suffering brain drain from those who could help the system. I am following you.
And they are moving, they are chasing all those people that could, support the Yorubas back home out of the country. Leaving Yorubas with little medical team, little professors, little. They are left with absolutely, I can say nothing. Because like 90% have already, they fled that country.
And others are actually thinking about when they are going to flee too.
Yes. And look at it. Who are the people running out of Nigeria? 98% of them are Yoruba. Also, the Fulanis, they don't go anywhere. They believe in this Babian lifestyle. Because that is the way they love, and I keep saying it, their so-called elite, they love to dominate and suppress.
It is in their nature.
It is in their nature. And that is the thing they are introducing to the Yoruba land now.
The Almajiri system. And it seems to be working now. It seems to be working. Our people have gone shoko.
And the Yorubas are not saying it. Most of them, they are so this 50 naira, 2,000 naira, this kajo, Emilokon kajo, because this Emilokon kajo, one by one call one parent. No, I'm a one like Jawa, I want you to buy this tank, I will pay after one so one by one call one parent.
Emotion.
Because only what he hear, I was listening to one guy. Only Ìlọrin bẹ̀yẹn gbogbo àwọn tó wà nínú area yẹn ní Ìlọrin wọ́n kidnap wọ́n wọnú ilé lọ bá wọn ni wọ́n lọ bá wọn títù wọ́n gé gbogbo burglary proof bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn wọ́n wọnú ilé wọ́n dẹ̀ kidnap àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ méjì lóru wọ́n kidnap àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ méjì òun sá pamọ́ bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ní everything. Wọ́n ló ń sọ di pé ó ní mọ́tò kó ta mọ́tò ẹ̀ ó ta mọ́tò ẹ̀ wọ́n ló nílé kó ta ilé ẹ̀ wọ́n ló dẹ̀ fún ní 2 weeks.
Wọ́n máa ṣe sáré sọ kọ́kọ́ fún yín mà ṣe sọ kọ́kọ́ fún yín ṣe pé Naira has become so trashy now shey you get and they said they want to change the design okay you won't believe this their sheikh Osama bin Gumi said. Influence. Now, some of the people who are going to shut Emiloko and the rest of them, they will sell their properties to free their family members. But because Naira don't crash, because they will need to go and buy the dollars, at the end of the day, they are going to lose in 2 ways. They will lose their own dignity as citizens of Nigeria. Then they will lose everything they hold dear. That will turn to liquid cash, and that's the future. We share on them, but they are seriously wishing it on themselves.
You know the funniest thing.
Tell us.
You are talking about the stupid Abroadians that refuse to reason, and also they refuse to yield to what the reality that is on the ground. Those are stupid Abroadians. But those idiots that knows the truth, they refuse to follow, to yield to the truth, that are best Nigerians. You know what you actually so sad? This is to relegate the Yoruba. Because ẹni tó lówó nígbà tó bá lọ fi owó tó fi ń ṣòwò tó lọ kó fún mọ́là kan tán lọ kidnap èèyàn kan. Everybody now, they live in fear of being kidnapped. Everybody, they live in fear of Fulani. They live in fear. And wait, this is reality. Like I said, there is no end in sight. They want to have the Kune.
No. What's the industry, man?
It's a different
industry. A lot of people are making money from it. Monkoni, negotiators, middlemen who are collecting this ransom or negotiating the ransom. Monkoma, they are making a lot of money. A lot of it. like billions of money, like from this business. It's not
right. So ẹni tó ń ta ọjà ó fún gbogbo owó òkòwò ẹ̀ ó lọ fi san ransom. Oh yeah, where is he going to get another money? The man tó wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó ní àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀hún ó ní wọ́n everybody live in concern and panic because ilé ayé ti sú òun bí kúmọ̀ lòun ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ilé òun láti lọ gbé ìwé ẹ̀ lọ bá èèyàn kan tó yà òun 3 million ni. Ní mo ló ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Where is he going to? God bless you, my brother.
Thank you for coming through again tonight. Can you nice evening, yeah? Thank you very much.
And you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I have another person on the line. Here we go. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun, my brother.
Larry. How are you, Baba?
Yeah, I did, man. Maiyegun, yeah. Maiyegun,
yeah.
Oh, God.
You know now. Maiyegun, yeah.
Maiyegun, yeah. Maiyegun, you understand?
What
yeah.
Is next? Yeah.
Yeah.
Larry.
You want to know what's all going
I have to now because for this place, if you say yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
No, but while I'm so I
Well, I mean, he's so communicative as well. But I mean, Baba, how you been now?
Of course, yeah. My brother, I did that. We did push him. We know if we complain, we can't complain, my brother.
We can't really complain.
You know,
and we thank God too.
You know, yeah, Baba.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm so grateful to all the elderly ones that are holding today. Hey, where am I? You know, I'm going to.
You know one thing there. You know one thing, Baba. Sherry, you will buy me your material song by me. Go, share you get because based on people will always have their impression no matter what. Share you get. That's why one more
Of course, yes.
That's why people will more Maiyegun. Well, I'm presenting program in mostly English because he address a lot of issues. So who are beyond just one region or one people or what have you. Sure you get like people know Maiyegun as that.
Yep.
Then people in London, you know Maiyegun, I know you very well. I know you are about Yoruba nation. I know you are agitated as agitator. I know you as a Yoruba agitator. Can you communicate? Mad ni. Money, I am
the only thing they fail to realize is that you are unapologetically 100% Yoruba man.
Sure, you get. I said I am pro Yoruba, and I always encourage the Yorubas to think Yoruba first and do it. Don't just think. Wherever you find yourself, if they are talking about Nigeria, and you see, that's what I used to listen to this, Larry. I said, let's say all of us here now, we are like about 7 of us, okay? I am a Yoruba man.
Mm-hmm.
Larry is an Ijo man. Princess is, Fulani woman. This person is from Biafra. Now, all of us, the reason why we are together here is because they force us to be part of Nigeria. Sure you get. Now, if all of us are talking, if 7 of us are talking, me as a Yoruba man, I'm sorry, 100% of what I'm going to be fighting for in that gathering is going to be Yoruba only.
Of course,
the reason why the remaining 6 people are there, the reason why the remaining 6 people are there is because their people sent them. Sure you get. It's not my business.
Yep.
If you cannot speak for your people right there. So I encourage everyone to be that pro of who you really are. Because if you are pro,
of course,
genuinely, if everybody where they discuss Nigeria are pro their people,
exactly.
Of
course.
Because everybody go fight for waiting to belong to their people. Because you know go back home now. Say Yoruba man brought something back and they see him. The whole system obey him. One call go back, Baba. I told them, they say, hey, but Yoruba nation is not going to come. And I said, it's because you are mad.
You don't even
know how to have a conversation.
Sure
you get. But nígbà tó ń sọ fún mi
Bàbá mi.
bẹ́ẹ̀ pé Ọbásanjọ́ kì í ṣe Yorùbá mo ní gbogbo àlà máa ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ Àdèmú White àṣẹ ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ because Ọbásanjọ́ ń kọ́ to us
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, a kò
ó ti
bí pé
betray
kò ṣe
Yorùbá
everything.
ó betray wa
Exactly, that's all. Yeah.
àṣẹ máa ń bọ́ Yorùbá Ọbásanjọ́ ṣé you get now ìwọ tó dó síwájú mi sì sọ pé ó dẹ mo tún fi ń ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ mo ní but baba do you really mean that like ṣe mọ̀ pé a máa ń sọ
Even if they thought say Papa no be Yorùbá man. So at least he still get way. Àkóbá ò ní ṣàti bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ṣé kò bá yóò bá tẹ̀ jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀?
Lẹ́rì máa gbọ́.
Ṣé kò ṣe pé Ọbásanjọ́ ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ Yorùbá lára?
Mo ní Tinubu ń kọ́ ta ni ìyá ẹ̀ ta ni bàbá ẹ̀. Ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà ni.
Àmọ́ ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀. Ṣé bá tẹ̀ ṣe mọ̀ ìyá Ọbásanjọ́? Àmọ́ ìyá àti bàbá Tinubu rárá. Àmọ́ ìyá láyà ẹ̀ àmọ́ tó bí ọgọ̀.
Emotional blackmail.
Akọ̀ṣà ń gbọ́ pé bàbá ṣe rí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ látẹ̀ǹkan mo júbà fún gbogbo àwọn màmá àti bàbá tó sọ̀rọ̀ síwájú mi àwọn olórí pípé àwọn ló ń gbọ́ ẹ̀ sọ́rọ́ àwọn tó rí wọn ti dàrú àwọn ló ń bá wọn lọ máa jó kiri ṣó ti yé àwọn wèrè tí orí wọn ti dàrú ló ń wà anti-Yorùbá.
Àwọn àjẹgbọ́dọ̀.
You don't get them. So, Baba mi, you see, anything that we do, just like you said, there's a cost that I don't know if, but I did it anyway. Emotional intelligence. You understand? Emotional intelligence, yeah, are useful for. Máa dá fáwọn tó kàwé ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó bìlì pa àwọn Yorùbá ni wá ọmọ kan ṣe ìdíṣẹ́ bẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí ni no. Wọ́n play on your emotions. Láti máa follow ọgbẹ́ni jẹ́ ká sọ èdè tuntun náà blue bla blue 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 bla blue 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 blue.
Baba blue la ba blue blue. Blue
bla blue blue wàá ṣe ìwọ́kọ̀ ti jáde.
Ó difficult gan láti learn but.
Èdè tuntun ni o àmọ́ agbọ́dọ̀ learn yẹn o agbọ́dọ̀ learn yẹn because táwa ti learn yẹn tí aláyé bá jẹ́ lọ sọ̀rọ̀ ní UN tó bá kọ̀ tì bọ̀ kò tí yẹ àti máa mọ̀ nǹkan tó mì black blue blue.
Àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ bá feel lost àwa kan máa mọ̀ pé àmọ̀ nǹkan tó ń sọ ó ń speak in tongue ni so ẹ listen sí àwọn tó máa interpret máa tó dé listen o.
I didn't hear you.
Blue. Bulaba.
Blue blah blah.
No, wait now.
Bulaba.
And I felt learning. Wait now, 1 second. A town hall. Bala blue. Bulaba. Bala blue. Bulaba. Here you get.
Ó ti sọ fún yín pé bàlá pátá blue ló wọ̀. Kò tí yẹ bàlá blue.
Èdè àwọn oṣù ni wọ́n ti ní ìlú àwọn oṣù èdè àwọn oṣù.
Ìlú àwọn oṣù
kọlu.
Kò yẹ ọlíbọlá náà tuntun ríru kọlu ìtòrí Ọlọ́run.
Àwọn yóò sọ gbà pé wọ́n ní ìbòlá tún já sí báyìí torí Ọlọ́run. A ṣe ń bọ́ láti ọwọ́ Boko Haram kan lẹ́yìn.
Nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà.
Wọ́n ní pé a ṣe ń bọ́ lọ́wọ́ Boko Haram o.
Nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan tá a sì ń wò pa ń bọ́ ń bẹ̀ lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́ ìwọ Ọlọ́run kí lè ṣe wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà gan tó tún wá gbé kọ́ọ̀lù mìíràn bọ̀ kọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lélẹ̀ abẹ́ ìbí ṣe à ń wò bí kọ́ọ̀lù.
Larry, you ask for it. There you have it.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni wàá ṣe eré orí ẹ pé bóyá bá mi pílẹ̀ yẹn kọ́ọ̀lù ni abẹ́ ìbí ti à ń wò bí kọ́ọ̀lù kò ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá kò tí yé nǹkan tá a kọ ṣe òun ni pé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tá a ṣẹ̀ àwa la ṣe ara wa òun ni yẹn lára kẹ́ni má nì. Àìní ìfẹ́ ọmọlàkejì ẹni òun lẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tá a ṣẹ̀ kò ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tá a ṣe Ọlọ́run àṣẹ Ọlọ́run.
Àfẹ̀mí tọ́ba náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni
individualistic God bless you Larry.
Individualistic society that's what we run in Nigeria. And it was so easy for the white men to take slaves on away from us. Exactly.
And now we are selfish
because we're selfish.
Be given anything. Larry,
Yeah.
You know, say I am still personally unable to come to terms that human beings like 10, 20 of them, they were exchanged for a mere mirror.
Will be sold.
A mere mirror.
Of course.
They were not sold. They were exchanged for a mere mirror.
Allow one. Sorry, only picture about only picture about Timori. Picture yẹn mo jẹ ṣépè for ba yẹn. Olórí burúkú ayé àtọ̀run ẹ̀. Táyé ẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́. Tìran ẹ̀. Níṣẹ́ ni slippers àti socks mo rí lẹ́sẹ̀. Mo ní ṣé torí slippers àti socks yìí ló fi táwọn èèyàn.
Make I tell you another one. My boy, Baba, make I tell you another one. A Yoruba man was sold into slavery. I don't remember his name right away, but some people will remember when I'm telling this story now. Or you may even know him, right? They sold him into slavery, okay? And he ended up in the sugarcane plantation somewhere in Cuba. Then he finally regained his freedom, like, got himself out of that slavery by serving Larry. Now, this guy ended up in Brazil. Then you do know that when he returned back to Nigeria, he opened the biggest slave camp in Nigeria, in Yoruba land. I'm not going to say the full names here and there, okay? But this story is very common. He came back and he opened the biggest slave gathering business in
I
Nigeria.
know what you're talking about.
You know when you go to Badagry, when you go to the Badagry, you see that slave
his name is
and all of that. He built his camp next to it, where he's keeping his own slave, waiting for the Europeans to come and take them. Here is another story, yeah?
You see?
But hang on, Larry, I'll let you finish. But we can add this one, That they said, now when they finally abolished slavery, Larry, when they said all slavery is over, the slave owners who are like Africans, Yorubas, Nigerians,
they were not happy.
They ran bankrupt because they still have thousands of slaves they were expecting people to come and take. They don't know what to do with them. You know what they did? Some of them in anger, they started drowning their slaves. Like they pushed them to sea, they drowned them. All these horrible stories were not done by Oyinbo, they were done by, Africans.
They were done by our own people.
So tell me more.
Yeah. See, my brother, slavery went so smooth because of our so-called king.
Yes.
It went so smooth. And it is that same thing that is still making us,
Modern slavery, exactly. Put them in chains. Modern slavery, they chain their brains. It's not physical. That's true.
Yeah. The modern slavery is still going on.
It is.
And it is going on smooth. With the aid and the help of our Obas.
I won't say they defend their slave owners. We know they see them every day.
Baba, you see that thing where they call respect for Nigeria.
Yeah.
People where they preach that respect, they mad. Not they say we not go respect you now, but you go earn that respect.
You have to earn it.
You understand what I'm saying? You have to earn that respect. You just don't come and tell me, no. You earn my own respect.
If you ask me, to respect you, if you have to open your mouth to ask me to respect you, that means you don't really deserve that respect in the first place because you don't ask for it.
Exactly.
Naturally, they will sit and say, "Oh, I respect you." Yeah, I
respect of God bless you.
Yes, it is
respect comes naturally.
Reciprocatory.
Reciprocal.
It is reciprocal.
Yeah. Respect is reciprocal. You respect me, I respect you.
Yes.
If respect didn't day, it didn't day.
If it didn't day, it didn't day.
It didn't day.
Larry.
But so I want to
Larry.
Yeah. Wàá ṣeré bàbá mi torí gbogbo ẹ ti jẹ́ kí ni ó ti propoye bó dẹ̀ ṣe wà yẹn.
Ìgboro ti propoye.
Sì ni pé ìgboro ti di propoye everywhere ló ti propoye.
Ó yẹ wà bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó kàn sọ́lẹ̀ bí ṣe ń gbé ni wàá ṣeré kò ní rẹ̀.
Sí bàbá èmi ni camera engineer.
Ìwọ ni DJ YQ ìwọ ni DJ.
Èmi tún ni DJ.
DJ MG.
Èmi tún ni presenter.
Ìwọ ni DJ MG.
Baba, ó yẹ kí me every time. Baba, you dey do this, Baba. You see, I'm Larry. I may be everything here.
I dey feel you, Baba. Kò ní rẹ̀. Man, more and more wisdom added to your knowledge, man. More and more knowledge added to your wisdom.
Amen.
either way, you understand? Because you're doing a very wonderful job, my brother. You enlightening many souls. You're waking many people up. And let me just throw this last whatever. You see, all those people that are kidnapping the Yorubas. Don't be fooled. Let's stop calling them Fulani. Please. Let us call a spade a spade. They are Hausas. They are Hausas. Let's call a spade a spade. That because these people, the Fulanis did not penetrate into the Yoruba land as early as the Hausas penetrated into the Yoruba land. The Hausas now are hiding under the name Fulani to perpetuate their evil acts.
But from what background is that coming from, Larry? Because we are using the eyewitness, the victims' experiences, and the details, what people say, because they experience them. Yeah.
Wait now, Baba. Waiting, you know, say we Yorubas, we like to generalize something.
Well, that's true.
Oh yeah, àwọn Hausa ẹni gbà tó yá tí wọ́n change kìíní ọ̀ ní ẹ okay àwọn Hausa Fúlàní ni kò tí yé nísìn ó tún ti di pé àwọn Fúlàní nìkan ni so wọ́n yọ kúrò because Hausa mọ̀ pa wọ́n ṣe ibi ó dàbí pé kọ́ sọ pé mò ń bọ̀ ṣé àwọn ọmọ Èkó ló ń ṣàgbèrò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni.
No, kò ṣọmọ Èkó. At least,
but tọ́ba máa sọ kí ló máa sọ.
Shop only pé bóyá bí 5% majority are from outside Lagos.
Wàá ṣeré but kí ló máa sọ ọmọ aláwọn ọmọ Èkó yẹn àgbèrò ni wọ́n. So that's a typical example because these people wọ́n ti bá wa sùn, wọ́n ti bá wa jí, wọ́n ti bá wa gbé, wọ́n ti bá wa rẹ́rìn, wọ́n ti mọ̀ wá. Okay, mo fẹ́ bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ṣé àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ti tiẹ̀ tẹ̀ ìjọ ń ta túwó gbà yẹn ṣé Fúlàní ni wọ́n ṣe Haúsá ni. Ó yá sọ fún mi táwọn yẹn bá carry out bad act yẹn sìn under àbúlọ́ máa sá sí.
Well, àwọn náà ti ń find the way once because I mean báyé di Haúsá Fúlàní láti Haúsá Fúlàní tó ti wá di Haúsá Fúlàní ṣé ìgẹ̀ it's a big one o. They will because you Omokan Larry Omokan, right? Even up north, yeah, where we have seen the real indigenous people of the north, the Hausas, the Kanuris, okay? You will not believe this. All this Hausa Fulani that you are hearing, they are just media talk. There's no Hausa Fulani because up north there, an Hausa man is asking for a gun because he wants to kill a Fulani because of what the Fulanis have done in their communities. How or what they've lost. So there's no real love, there's no love lost among them. Like there's no real anything. But you see, for political statements, they can make all of that's why I said if you want to bring up something like that, yeah, it's going to open up a different conversation entirely. Because there's so much to
it. Conversation meanwhile, but èmi kàn máa ń sọ ni because bẹ́ẹ̀mi ṣe rí àwọn Haúsá ló kóra wọn wá sọ́dọ̀ wa kíákíá kò ṣe Fúlàní àjẹgbà wọn mọ́ra àwọn ló ń ṣe mẹgàd ló ń ṣe gbogbo èèyàn tí lady tí ó sọ pé àbókí òun tó fẹ́ bá òun sùn tó bá àbúrò òun sùn kíríkan ṣé kò ṣe mọ́là tó gbà ní ló yíjú padà ni. You understand what I'm saying? Sorry, am I everybody ma tan wa jẹ? Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ bó ṣe rí. So that a lè tètè a ti mọ̀ pé àwọn olórí burúkú tó wà ń bí báyìí. Wọ́n ti bà gbogbo nǹkan jẹ́ débi pé ó jẹ́ dùn mí bàbá owó lọ́wọ́ ẹ máa sun oore o ẹ tún máa sun oore o ṣùgbọ́n mistake ẹyọ kan tẹ́ ẹ ṣe nílẹ̀ ṣe mistake o tẹ́ ẹ lọ believe ẹ lè fẹ́ ẹ lè resuscitate life àwọn people yìí ẹ bá kọ̀ ti gbójú sọ́dọ̀ tiwa nìkan.
Face life whatever. Because Larry, if you look at it, that's what I say to people all the time. I said, I'm a Yoruba man. Larry is a Yoruba man. Me and Larry may not. I mean, I'm from Ogun State or Ijebu. Larry may be from another part of Yoruba land, which is obvious, right? Now, me and Larry can disagree on what type of development Yoruba land should have or Yoruba nation should have, based on where we are talking from. Right? And you will never call it hate because it's Yoruba in a Yoruba nation. Nigeria today, the reason why we hate ourselves is not hard. We hate ourselves because number one, we don't even know ourselves. They just force us together to understand ourselves. Now, we don't speak the same language that we can never understand ourselves. In a way, Baba, the Nigeria where Ediayede is, that we are witnessing today, is the reason why we hate ourselves is because we are feeling like we should be superior to this tribe, that ethnic. They are feeling like they should be bigger than that one. They should be superior to that one.
Just like the
Hutus
and the Tutsis in whatever.
And why? Because of Nigeria, where all these people are actually nations on their own. They can deal with themselves in their own way if Nigeria is not in the picture. And they won't hate themselves for doing it. We will not,
of course, we never hated the Hausas, we never hated the Igbos.
Sure you get.
But look at what all this forceful marriage has caused.
It's created more hatred, more enmity, and they don't want to talk about it. They say,
too much hatred.
Love yourself. Let's go forward. You can't go forward when you don't like yourself.
You can't. Of course, you can't force love on someone.
You can't.
You can't.
If it's
you
possible,
can't force love on someone.
If it is possible, we have been together for 62 years. How come we are more divided than ever? Why are we more divided than ever?
It has shown that with time, that space is becoming more clearer, glaring. The space between us becomes more. Ó tight tẹ́lẹ̀ nígbà táwọn bàbá wó lọ́wọ́ àti àwọn náà ti gbogbo wọn yẹn but nísìn ó ti ń fẹ̀ ó ti ń fàyà wọ́n dẹ̀ ti wọ́n fẹ́ fàyà tán. Tó bá ń wọ́n kọ́ lọ gbé kọ́lù síbẹ̀.
Aṣojú wa.
Ó kàn dùn mí ní bí màmá yẹn ṣe sọ pé olórí burúkú ara wọn adẹ́tẹ̀ ara wọn tó bá dá wàhálà wọn sílẹ̀ tán ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ méjì àárọ̀ wọn sọ́rí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ méjì ló máa dá sí òun rí because nísìnyí gbogbo yín sáré kiri bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ sáré kiri pé Haúsá ń jí yín pé Haúsá ń jí yín pé mélòó ni ó dà ẹ jẹ́ ká lo Fúlàní mélòó ni Fúlàní tó wà nínú igbó wa tí a lè pa ẹnu pọ̀ ká wọnú igbó kò ní dá fún gọ́fúnà ibi tó bá wà níbi tó bá sọ fún wa pé ká má wọnú igbó. Tabajama la wa ta wọnú igbó àwa 1,000 wọn bí yàrá ìyàwó gbó wọn dá.
A lé wọn pa.
1,000 pé
Ìgbòho nìkan put team together. Ó lé wọn pa ní Òkè Ògùn. Ó lé wọn pa ní Bàràpá. Today we know what they have done to him. And today gbogbo àwọn tó gbòho lé pàǹgbà yẹn wọ́n ti padà nísìn. Because Ìgbòho no dey now.
Wọ́n ti padà tòrótòró dẹ̀ lọ fi padà.
Nísìn tòrótòró ni.
Bọ́tí o lágbèrè Elédùmarè o lágbèrè Elédùmarè tí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá bá dúró tán wàláì mi ò ní fẹ́ kọ́sì ẹ̀wọ̀n o.
Bàbá orúkọ tá máa sọmọ wa orúkọ tá yóò máa sọmọ ẹ̀ inú ẹ̀ ló ń gbé lẹ́rìí ó dàárọ̀.
Inú ẹ̀ ló ń gbé wàá ṣe eré bàbá mi ó dàárọ̀ bàá
God bless you.
Wàá ṣe eré.
Nice one. So Princess Malele Ike, Princess mo rí pé ẹ ti try for the past hour you have been trying to get in, right? However, our time is so up. 3 hours is up. It's already past 11, and I'm just going to give you about 5 minutes for the people who hear your voice. Tokes was so happy to speak to you last night. Tokumbo, oh dear. Tokumbo was like, Tokumbo, when I was standing in that party, a lot of people who came to me, some of them will remember, because I will hold them, and I was holding their stomach. Some of them have big stomach like that. And I was like jealous of those stomach. So I was holding them like, they would be talking to me and I'll be holding it like, you know what I mean? But Tokumbo, it was, if I turn left, it will be there. If I turn right, it will be there. If I look at my back, it's there. And just ear to hear and all that. And then it was like, Maiyegun will soon be leaving. I just want to say this, I love you so much. I love Princess so much. But can you do me a favor? Can I say hi to Princess? I was like, Baba, after 12, now after 1 a.m. for Nigeria, I'm so happy that I spoke to you. You probably didn't know what that did to him. It was so happy. Is Princess?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Kí la fẹ́ sọ sí náà? Ọ̀rọ̀ sticker wa tẹ̀lé mi kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ sọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ sticker wa ni mo fẹ́ sọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ Tokunbo, I was really happy to talk to him. Mo ti sùn ní gbogbo ìgbà yẹn bọ̀ bí ṣe rí kọ́ọ̀lù yẹn báyìí pé Maiyegun pè mí láago kan 1:24 a.m. Níbo la já sí? Mo sáré dìde ni.
Tokunbo ni.
Mo sáré dìde ni. Before you now said àwọn wèrè kan máa gbọ́ máa rojọ́ bí wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ àwọn aráàlú òyìnbó tá bá wò wọ́n dáadáa náà Maiyegun àwọn tí ìgbésí ayé wọn ò sunwọ̀n tààrà náà làwọn òyìnbó náà máa ń kó visa lé lọ́wọ́ tó bá gbọ́n lágbọ́n jù òyìnbó ò ní fún ẹ visa. That's the truth about àwọn èèyàn wa tó wá lọ sọ́hùn wọ́n á là wọ́n lójú bọ̀kọ́ tó là wọ́n lójú wọ́n á lò wọ́n fẹ́rú díẹ̀ ara slavery náà ni àwọn tó ń lọ gbé bẹ̀ so gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà wọn ò yàtọ̀ sáwọn tó wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
yẹn làwọn pé wọ́n mú wọn kúrò Nàìjíríà ni wọn ò mú Nàìjíríà kúrò ní wọn.
Bàbá èèyàn wà ń lo òyìnbó ní kó má sinwin òsínwín pọ̀ jù lọ́dọ̀ òyìnbó Maiyegun tí ọba park sórí títì tí ọlọ́pàá bá dó sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ èèyàn ń lo òyìnbó tó wá ní òun ní depression ọlọ́pàá máa ṣọ lọ́wọ́ ṣọ lẹ́sẹ̀ ni gbọ́n lè sọ síta bọ̀ gbogbo wọn ti ṣí wèrè o máa bá òsínwín pàdé o máa bá wèrè pàdé nínú ayé yìí náà ni nítorí ẹ̀ máa sọ fẹ́ràn pé mi bí ṣe wà mi ò ní permanent friend mi ò kì í ní permanent enemy náà common interest wa ní bí international relations ọ̀rọ̀ mi common interest ni Maiyegun orí ìrìn àjò tí mo wà mo lè bá èèyàn ṣe lórí ìrìn àjò Maiyegun mo lè kọ èèyàn sílẹ̀.
As well.
Màá tún bá new set of people ṣe mi ò rán yàn ṣe kò ṣe pé mi ò value relationship mo kàn take it to heart ni gbogbo wèrè tẹ́ bá ṣe on the surface lẹ ti máa ṣe nothing gets to me tí n bá pariwo díẹ̀ màá tún rọra calm down díẹ̀ pé ṣé mi gan ò ti fẹ́ máa já ewé tẹnu bí àwọn odi wèrè tí mò ń bá ṣe iṣá. So màá ra control ara mi so báyìí wà yẹn máa ṣe wèrè Maiyegun mo lọ síbì kan nírọ̀lẹ́ mo lọ lọ́sàn-án mo gbé àwọn ọmọ lọ gẹrun mo wá lọ ra epo ibi tí mo ti lọ ra epo yẹn wọ́n ti ta epo 169 ní price epo lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọ́n ti ta epo yẹn ní 175 already ẹ tó ta epo yẹn fún mi wá sọ fún mi pé máa fóun ní 100 naira kóun tó tà sí kẹ́ẹ̀gì mo mọ̀ bóyá kíní yẹn bóyá òun ló trigger mi bóyá ẹdìyẹ tí Ọbásanjọ́ odd tó odd ẹdìyẹ tó fi ebi pa àwọn aráàlú nítorí mo yẹn pè wọlé látàárọ̀ o bóyá yẹn ló trigger mi mọ̀ nǹkan tó trigger mi nílé epo yẹn nírọ̀lẹ́ yìí mo ní tí n bá fún ẹ ní 100 naira yẹn màá kú mbì.
ẹ ti increase the
Maiyegun ìṣe ló dà pé nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹn àwọn tó wà around wọn ti ń wéyàn tó máa sọ mo ní gbogbo yín ẹkọ dúró bọ̀bọ̀ ọlọ́kadà kan ní ẹ no be government mo lórí burúkú ara tiẹ̀ ṣé Buhari ló ní kí wèrè gba 100 naira we are the only weapon fashioned against ourselves.
Absolutely. Tell us.
òun ló mọ́ àwọn ọlọ́gbọ̀n yẹn ló jẹ́ kó fúyẹ́ lọ́kàn mi. Yàtọ̀ sọmọ tó fẹ́ gba 100 naira fún kẹ́ẹ̀gì epo I'm telling you. Àfi tá a bá fẹ́ àṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọ́n yàtọ̀ sọmọ tó fẹ́ gba 100 naira fún kẹ́ẹ̀gì epo èèyàn kan ọlẹ́yàn kan ọlọ́jú èèyàn kan rà pẹ̀ síbì kan wọ́n jù sínú gọ́tà wọ́n ti gé ara ẹ̀ wọ́n pa jù sínú gọ́tà níbì kan. Do you know what my friend's driver said? Driver ọ̀rẹ́ mi ni ìyẹn náà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n jàgàbá ó dà pé kí n gbé gbàtí fún ọ̀rẹ́ mi ló ní kí n má dìde mọ́ tí n bá gbá ẹ lójú ọwọ́ mi le gan o mi ò ṣe bọ́tà o ò ní padà ríran mọ́. Àgbàlagbàdẹ lẹ́sà ń sọ yìí. So Maiyegun imagine kí irú wèrè driver yẹn kó wà ń lo ìbò kátàkátà náà ló máa sọ wèrè ni wọ́n kò sí ta fẹ́ ṣe. Could you believe pé nílé epo yẹn about 20-30 people tó wà nídìí mítà yẹn tó fẹ́ ra epo Maiyegun kò tí ò tó sọ tẹ́kọ̀bọ̀ fọmọ yẹn everybody echo nǹkan tí mo sọ ni people are triggered already. Mo ti sọ kí ní ìtẹ́lẹ̀ I've told you before ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sporadically ni. Àwọn èèyàn kan wéyàn tó máa tì wọ́n síwájú mo láàpọ̀jù yìí lọ́bì báyìí náà táwọn táàsì bá ní kẹ́ má tepo mọ́ bí wọn bí ìyá yín re àjẹní sọ àpàdà sọ owó yẹn. So whatever it is a máa get it together wọ́n fẹ́ gbé kọ́lù síbẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ gbá tìkù síbẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ gbé kiri kọ́lù ló lè ṣe kò séèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan èmi ò léèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan tó lè ṣe nu gbogbo àwọn olórí burúkú tó wà nílẹ̀ ṣé Wike ni PDP ò bá fà sílẹ̀ Wike tó ṣe wọ́rọ̀wọ́rọ̀ ní epo gbóná. Wike tẹ́ pé weekly ni ó dẹ̀bi ọmọ mi ọdún mẹ́fà tó ń tó trántọ̀mù nítorí pé wọ́n ra bisikíìtì fún ni. Ṣé àwọn ta fẹ́ fi síwájú àwọn ta fẹ́ fi sí àgbẹ̀ ìlú nìyẹn ṣání ìlú ni Maiyegun ṣání ìlú ni fọ́sọ̀ kí lórúkọ wèrè tó wà ń bẹ̀ Sanwó-Olú ó ló fẹ́ máa ta òróró àti ráìsì fáwọn èèyàn jẹ Maiyegun ṣé ó tọ́ sí ìjọba láti ta òróró àti ráìsì
Ìlú ti dorí
kojú already.
Everywhere ti propose.
Tó bẹ̀rẹ̀
sí ní pé ìgboro ti di cropper everywhere ló ti propose.
Get ìlú ti dàrú already.
Everything ti dàrú. Wọ́n kàn pàṣẹ up ni. Ìyá máa padà jẹ yálàyà gbogbo wọn. Ṣé yẹ ká máa wòran? Síkà wá ṣì wá ń bí bàbá so that àwọn èèyàn lè pé káàkiri wọn lè get any other state.
Ẹ máa gbọ́ nọ́mbà yẹn àwọn nọ́mbà wa tó ti wà active yẹn ṣe get me sí. Ẹ bá mi text one this time around.
Yeah.
So from tomorrow.
Mo ti forward earlier. Ó ti wà lórí phone méjèèjì yẹn.
Beautiful. So from tomorrow, I will make it public. She get to see.
Wait, who exactly is she supporting? Am I supposed to support anybody?
Like.
About Daniel Mataya. Am I supposed to support anybody? Am I a fool like you are? Let me go be my support our Tom Wheeler.
No, I think it
I am one of my share, man.
Obilo ma share. Àwọn yẹn tẹ̀ máa ń wà a little bit irritated.
Àwọn tó yà ayé ń bá mi ṣe wọn àbò forí gbálẹ̀. Àbí yẹ ṣubú ní oyún àbí wèrè dá yẹ kọjá. Àgbà yìí supporting. Supporting who? You are the one with Stockholm syndrome. Continue supporting the people enslaving your children's children. Apodanu West and Assisi.
It is well.
Can
you nice evening?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So we'll work on that. And I'm also going to say good night to everybody from here. I mean, I wish I could possibly take 1 or 2 calls, but no, I can't. But thank you so much for spending your evening with me. Don't leave without liking the broadcast. And you can just have a little dance. But good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary láyé bí number 1.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary láyé bí number 1.
Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Maiyegun Diary láyé bí number 1.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun Diary láyé bí number 1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun Diary láyé bí number 1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary láyé bí number 1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun Diary láyé bí number 1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary láyé bí number 1.
Maiyegun Diary political.
Maiyegun Diary láyé bí number 1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun Diary láyé bí number 1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun Diary láyé bí number 1.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary láyé bí number 1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá
Maiyegun máa wí.
ayé ẹ̀sùn rájì
Maiyegun ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o
Maiyegun máa wí.
ayé ẹ̀sùn rájì
Maiyegun ti dé.
òkúra olóṣèlú
Maiyegun máa wí.
ayé ẹ̀sùn rájì
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì
Maiyegun ti dé.
ayé ẹ̀sùn rájì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì o. ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.